I'm here. If you guys don't know that image, it's when I actually own the store. And a friend of mine, he is a collector of Model Ts. And he brought it over and got to drive it. It was fun. It's weird. It's fun, though. But yeah, alright, cool. Let's talk about bricks and minifigs, the BAM updates. First of all, channel that's been doing really good stuff. 2 channels, Toy Bounty Hunters and Echo Base Network. Shout out to Echo Base Network. The BAM files are coming out. It's awesome. And he is not he, Coach and Nick doing solid. But awesome. Let's see who else is in the chat. Coach Archives, is that? Which coach is this? Some big ears. And Wicked Dragon. Dragon is back. What up? And I just want to read off. By the way, guys, no, I do not have the PC as of yet. There was other issue that I had to order a piece in, and it's coming in. Dead Sexy Coach is who it is. Oh, but yeah, we'll be getting the PC hopefully by the end of the weekend. As it is Coach. He sends a heart. But yeah, as you guys know, this week has been insane. The last week, got fired from my job. That was fun. I got super sick, so I haven't streamed. I didn't even stream the Daily Drive show. But we will get into bricks and minifigs. And I want to talk to you guys about what kind of person Ammon is, because he sucks. But first things first, over on the Streamlabs side, the Punking. He donated a $20 donation, and he says, I make a pencil with 2 erasers. It was pointless. My man, the goat of puns. But yeah. Oh yeah, Coach. I don't know if Nick said anything. I asked him today. I'm like, yo, you got remote jobs? And they're like, yeah, if you want to live in Alabama and wherever else near hospitals. And I'm like, cool, never mind. But yeah, it's been one hell of a week. I was dying. Scamming McNuts. Yeah. But okay. So the first thing I want to address, when I first watched it, I was like a little sick. Right, the whole body cam footage of Ammon Mcneff. I want to point something out. I didn't really grasp it until like actually this morning. It's like it hit me. How disgusting that was of him claiming that type of abuse on Ben, playing himself as a victim and trying to utilize it so that he can get a shotgun and go after Ben. That was insane. That's not what a normal person does. Look, with that kind of accusation or speculation, even if a person's your enemy, you'd have some sort of empathy of like, hey, this person might be my enemy, but they went through something pretty drastic in their life, and I can like have some empathy for that person. No, this guy was like, oh, this might have happened to Mr. Schneider, and therefore I want a shotgun. It was insane. It was disgusting. It was despicable. Like I'm the type of person that's like, hey, I'm all for redemption and stuff like that, but that dude has a long way. That was disgusting. And I give you props to that cop. Like, you might not thought his advice or questioning was perfect, but that cop at least did a pretty good job asking some good questions, staying neutral for the most part, and giving information that somebody calls the police needs to be given. But yeah, Tyrannosaurus, who hit me? Colorado? Yeah, Ammon is crazy. And Mama D, so good to see you. Wrench. Why you keep saying wrench? What the frick does that mean, Coach? He needs to put it in a sanitarium. It's late and my head is not computing whatever you're trying to say. But But yeah, welcome everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But yes. So I'm back, baby. Currently, we all know that Recklessben is working on part 4. I loved his response. He seems like a very chill dude. He's pointing it out. And if you guys are wondering, like, why are the McNeffs not consistent and everybody else is because it's very easy to be consistent if you're telling the truth. If you're lying, you're going to be inconsistent with your stories. Now, I'm curious how long they're going to drag this out. How long are they going to, like... Because let's say worst case scenario. Everybody runs out of money. Some tragedy happens. Whatever. You think us, the public, are not going to keep going after Bricks and Minifigs to find the truth? The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Like, they're challenging the internet. That's what BAM is doing right now. But... I did say that this was coming, where the Bricks and Minifigs side, they are, with the emotional transition, the brand is going to be okay. I know some of you don't like to hear that. There's a lot of good people attached to this brand, but the brand is going to be fine. Okay? I've said it before. I actually said it on Coach, your channel, brother. Yours and Nick's channel on Echo Base Network, where when the CEO, when the president of the company or the CEO of the company is damaging the brand, the name, then there's always ways for the current owners to kind of unite and somewhat vote the person out. It doesn't really work that way, but they have some say or some influence in pushing to make sure that there's new leadership. Now, will they get to choose a specific leader for Bricks and Minifigs? Most likely not, unless there are other people that may or may not have shares within the company. That's the person that you're trying to figure out who can make the big boy decision. Who's going to be next in line? Because here's the problem. A lot of people still want Matt Mcneff to be CEO that currently own a Bricks and Minifigs store. Okay. I was talking about this not too long ago, of like when I got the phone call on June 1st. Like, I know I've said this again, but I think it's important for you guys to understand the kind of emotional tricks that your mind starts playing on you, how you like fight your own mind. It's like when I got that phone call, I wanted to believe Matt, even though he was threatening me or insinuating that he's gonna come after me if I tell my story, which, Coach, I told you right away. It was our first stream together, like a few days after, right? So like, he was playing the nice guy that he always plays, that you always hear from other people. You see him on video, how he's trying to be all nice and he's more soft spoken, talks more like a human, unlike his douchebag brother, right? In my mind, it's like, oh man, like the logic was like, you lost $500,000 be put into debt. You lost over $200,000 in the store. You lost so much money from these guys. They destroyed you, ripped you apart, threw you to the side, and then they're calling you and threatening you, and you still, because of all the memories you have, like that's the hard thing. When you get stabbed in the back, when you get betrayed by somebody who you used to care for, who used to be you considered a friend, alongside did business together, you guys, it's pretty freaking intimate, you know? You still have this thing where like you hope none of it actually happened. It's weird. And when somebody like Matt is more quiet and has always been played the nice guy, he has, I guess you could say, the public interest in terms of the current owners on his side, meaning that he would be the next CEO. But he's complicit in all this because he's backing up his brother. He's backing up Josh and Brandon. They're not giving any information in terms of evidence. And if he wasn't aware of all this stuff, like he claimed with me that he wasn't aware of what happened to me, then he's incompetent and he should not be CEO. It would be insane to pick this guy solely because he seems nice to be the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs or any company. It's pretty nuts. But we'll get back to the chat. But yeah, an absolute moron. Truth will come out in court. Hopefully. Who knows? Who knows if it'll come out in court, Wicked Dragon? Who goes to a cop and asks if he can get a shotgun? Ammon. That's who. It's I keep Nick around for entertainment purposes. He's an entertaining guy, coach. I know you're not kidding. Lies. But you guys are an awesome team. Tyrannosaurus Rick, you real for that one. Hey Vato, click the 3 dots next to my name and then add moderator. Okay, my bad. It says I don't think I could add you as moderator. I click the 3 dots and it says delete comment, put user in timeout, or ban user and delete their comment. I don't know what the freak that means. Oh wait. Nope, never mind. I don't know how to add you as a moderator, dude. It's not giving me the option. Do I have to go to YouTube Studios and do that? The freak? As an ex-Leo. Okay, I am paying attention to coach. Felt like the cop didn't want to deal with it at all. So, that's like every cop. Cops don't want to deal with nothing. Like, the best case scenario for a cop is they go to work, clock in, and nothing happens. All right? That cop was an ex-detective. He went back to being a regular cop. But he was doing proper work. And he was letting them know, like, hey, I can't do anything with the American Fork Police Department. It's not me. They're not going to listen to me. Like, he was reassuring them that, like, hey, give me information. And then we could see if when we investigate what the truth is. It's pretty simple. And he was just kind of listening to him babble. Not a fan of that. Jesus is the only one who can claim Superman status. However, I love what you are doing. I just speak my mind, suffering from foot of the mouth. Well, 7. Superman is a flawed man. Okay? He's a Kryptonian that has made many mistakes through his own innocence and purity. And that's kind of all of us, isn't it? So the claim of title of Superman is someone who chooses to do right even when they have great power. And even when they don't have great power, they still choose to do right. So if you're a good person and you believe that that you'll do right no matter what it takes, you can claim the title of Superman. And honestly, I'd rather claim the title as Clark Kent, because that's what Superman wanted to claim. Because Superman was the mask, Clark Kent is the real one. And Tyrannosaurus Rick, coach wants moderator status. I'll give it to him. I can't because the Streamlabs, I'm on Streamlabs right now. So coach, if you want to teach me about Streamlabs, like, you let me know. No, you're not banned. Did you see the update? No. Oh, the ban map has a copy of the operations manual, but what year? Has it been changed? Because that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, if you guys don't know, there is this Latino Clark Kent. Hey man, technically, you know, Superman is a legal alien, like most Latinos. So suck it. Yeah, Rachel. And Justice for Heroin Bird, what up? It's old. 2021 to 2022. All right. But, okay. So, there is some U-Haul information. And I think, I would say stay tuned to Echo Base Network and stay tuned to Toy Bounty Hunter. There's going to be new videos on both channels, streams that will shed a lot of light that's coming out. I'm going to be straight with you guys. I'm not like investigating super thoroughly. I'll speak on who these people are because that's what I know. I know their personalities. I know who Ammon is. I know who Matt is. I know Josh and Brandon. Okay, so that's what I'm going to speak on because like I'm not doing this so that I can like show off and show that like I know a bunch of information that I don't, because I don't. Okay, but I do know something. I know something, little bit. And then we will talk about stuff that is more fun for me, which would be Doomsday, which looks terrible, and the DCEU and its state, which is also very terrible. Oh, but hey, Justice for Tattle, welcome in. Bam does suck. So okay, here's my experience with dealing with Ammon Mcneff. Okay, so this bastard, in the beginning, pretty simple stuff. He was very, how do I put it? He's a little more like reserved than his brother Matt. He a little more quiet, but very straight to the point, very straightforward. If you ask any owner, current owner or previous owner, they didn't really like dealing with him because he didn't ever act like a human being. He didn't care what you had to say. He always treated you like you were beneath him. Like, he would say things like, I don't think you understand how this works. Let me explain it to you. That's his go-to phrase. Maybe with different words, but his go-to phrase is, I don't think you understand how this works. Let me explain it to you. And then he goes into it, treating you like an idiot the entire time. Right? And he's very good at lawyer speak. And my last interaction with him, which was over the phone for like an hour, trying to figure out like if we're gonna have negotiations, like how much money, like the inventory list. Again, they have never shared an inventory list, as far as I know, with nobody. Anybody that's gotten out of Bricks and Minifigs, anybody that has gotten whether it's hostile takeover or sold, which I don't know anybody that sold the store out of Bricks and Minifigs. From what I hear, there's no inventory list ever being given. There's no third party to check out the inventory, none of that. And when he made the claims where like the inventory that I provided was incorrect, like usually you provide the inventory list and we dispute that and get a third party in. It's pretty simple stuff, pretty standard in business. But no, that never happened. And Salt and Exile came in. Hello, Relic in chat. Octopus Red Waving. Yes, sir. Eu penso na sua bunda. Oh my. Te mando corações ilimitados. This guy says that he often fantasizes or thinks about my Sarlacc booty, and he will send me unlimited hearts. That's Coach for you. He nasty. But yeah, okay. So that's Ammon for you. And he doesn't seem like he cares about anybody else but himself. You know, like, they make these claims. Like, if you guys go watch ACOB, right? They make these claims, like, go to your local Bricks and Minifigs, tell them. They're pretty much saying, like, tell them you love them, tell them you care about them, that it's not their fault, they're innocent in this. And that's most likely true, you know. But if you guys cared about your franchisees, wouldn't you guys have just resolved this matter anyways? I mean, like, hey, we're going to take a loss, but apparently our franchisees are getting harassed, and we got to go this in a different route. So here, we're going to make Brian whole. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And then deal with Ben ourselves and, like, resolve all this. Cool. But no, like, you guys think that, like, they think they're in the right. So they have no understanding of what it is to feel remorse, to look back and see what they did wrong. Any just regular person that wants to progress, or business owner that has screwed up some way, you take an inventory of what you could have done better. It's called hindsight. You need to see if you have hindsight. See where you could have made the correct transitions, or you made the incorrect moves, and then make sure you never make those same mistakes again. But these people don't do that. They think they're right. They've never apologized once. They haven't apologized once, not to the public, not to their customers, to nobody. Like, they've apologized without claiming that they were the ones to blame. Like, it sucks what's happening to everybody, but they never said, like, we're sorry for what our part to play. They never did that. But yeah. Yeah, they will never apologize. Wicked Dragon, not only should have they resolved this, but they've spent more money not resolving this than they have, than would have made this whole thing right. Like, imagine how much they are spending on lawyers and draining the other person's the other team of their resources and their lawyers' money. They could have. I guarantee you, it's 4 to 5 times more than the $200,000 it would have been to pay off Brian, or pay back Brian. That's what I mean. But, like, for instance, this new interview. By the way, go subscribe to Echo Base Network's Patreon. They have the 1 hour length interview with the owner and previous manager, but current owner of what is it? Brick Beyond Bricks, or Bricks and Beyond. And the theory is, and I don't know if I watched the video, Coach, but my mind don't know. The theory is that since he was getting his brother as a lawyer pro bono, they couldn't drag it out to the point of him filing bankruptcy and shutting down his location. So then I believe they dropped the lawsuit, but I don't know. Go subscribe to the Patreon, watch the whole thing, because we all know that that's their game. We all know that that's their whole game, is try to drain you of all your resources so that you can no longer pay your lawyers so they could win. That's why, like, they're dishonest. Because if you were honest and you had all the evidence, wouldn't you try to take this to litigation as quickly as possible, try to resolve this as quickly as possible, because you want to save your money and you want the truth to be out there? But you guys aren't honest. You guys are scumbags, and you rob from people, you destroy their lives, and that's that. They are scum. But yes, come on, bro. They made a blog posting admitting their 7 deadly sins. All is forgiven now. We trust them now. Facts. And then, fact. Once the owner told them he has free counsel and they will fight till the end, they dropped it. Oh, these freaking douchebags, penny whores, have dropped that because they can't use that advantage. Ban weaponized legal systems, shut people up, close their stores, and take advantage of people. And this is why, for people, I constantly, like, the only messages I get now, there's no more death threats, there's no more, I guess, hate. The only messages I get now is like, why am I not suing? People constantly keep asking that. Why am I not going after them? I don't believe in the system. I don't believe that if you're an honest person, you'll win. I'm playing a different game. I believe whoever has the most money and is dishonest, they will win. And I've pointed this out a million times. I believe Ben can win, but it's 50-50. I believe Crystal can win. It's 50-50 for me. Because I don't believe that it's honesty that's gonna that they can use to fight. You know, it's the evidence that they could prove. Like, honesty means nothing to the courts. It's proven evidence. Okay, that's it. And yeah, I won't go out. I'll go after them with my speech, with my amendment right to talk and tell the world that they are garbage people. But yeah, like, I don't have money to go after them. They already drained me. They've already utilized in a different way. So I guess they won in a way. But yeah. Against me is what I'm saying. Tyrannosaurus Rick. That's exactly right, Coach. Franchise churning. Age of Extinction and Listening, dude. Nice. Don't really care for Age of Extinction, but the first 3 I can live with. Did Ammon really say he doesn't see people as human? Really? Did he say that in... When did he say that? Rachel. I would like to find that clip and watch it. I don't know why, but Coke helps my stomach like crazy. Ooh. You see me sweating? Salt in Exile? Salt in Exile has come in with a 10. AC fun. I get UT usually goes to kids. It's okay. What is UT? The way BAM is structured, they make money whether or not franchise succeeds. And thanks to Echo Base Network, you'll see where the money trail is. Okay? Yeah. Like, and it's true. Like, it actually doesn't take that much money to open a Lego store, depending on how you're going to do it. Now, I believe that the best Lego stores would be around anywhere from 3,200 to 4,000 square feet of a space. That's how you get like the best of the best. But depends on demographic and all that, and like the real estate, what area, if it caters to collectors, if there's a Lego store in your area. There's a lot of stuff. Miss Bell, I get that. Usually goes to kids when you're a parent. Yeah, it all goes to my kids, man. But if the AC does somehow help, again, I need to make sure I can make enough money that there's extra that will be an investment. Right? Because then it just makes more money. Had it on his live stream today. Ooh, he did? It's in writing? What? Emma said it on recent interview on the Brand podcast on Spotify. Like, was it a radio interview or was it like we could see his face saying it? Because I gotta be honest, I'm tired of seeing that freaking like, I don't know what he reminds me of. He looks like a rotten fish. That's what Ammon reminds me of. Maybe it's the no eyebrows or just the... You guys seen that scene on X-Men 1 where the politician goes to the bars and then goes like that? Like, that's what he reminds me of. Battleborn Mama, hello. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. But yeah, guys, like Ammon, and I don't know how to get through so many people's head. Like, he's playing a different game. This thing of him doing like all this dishonest stuff is how he wins. Like, whether he's lying or not, which we know he is with all the footage we've seen, he knows how to get the information. He knows how to get his goals. If there's any evidence, like I've pointed out before, of like how we should be worried for Ben, for anybody, is that his dad is not never been behind bars. His dad is old, lives in a nice house, and is still out free. And he's done some bull crap, just like freaking Ammon's done some bull crap. And he probably has a way. Like, remember, people don't fight unless they think they can win. Okay? So that's where, like, it's dangerous right now. Like I pointed out, it's dangerous for Ben. It's dangerous for Crystal right now. So, like, if we could show him as much support as possible, whether it's monetarily, whether it's talking about it, whether it's, like, sending them some love through a message, like, that's what we got to do. We got to do what we can. Because every little bit will help. Every little bit will help. And the Gorman's GoFundMe is still up. It helps with their lawyer fees. Highly recommend you guys check that out, because these guys need to go down. Like, justice needs to prevail once, you know. I don't want another glove doesn't fit scenario. And Tyrannosaurus Rick with the 20. Oh no, you don't, Salty. Take that. Bam. All right. You get next time say boom though. We don't want to give Bam any clout, you know. Okay, so it's on a podcast interview on Spotify where Ammon says he doesn't believe people are human or they matter. I love it. Needs that AC. He needs that laptop too. It's actually a PC, man. And saw an Exile matching the latest donation to get you that AC fast. Yeah, I did see some at Lowe's the other day. I was jealous, guys. I wanted cold air, but I got ice right here for my back. And that keeps me cool for now. Oh, man. You guys should have seen me the other day. I was dying. Yeah. But, 37 people in the chat. Thank you, everybody that's here. Like and subscribe. We will be talking a little bit more about Bricks and Minifigs. We'll be talking about Doomsday and DCEU, DC Comics, and the tragedy that befalls us all. But, yeah. So, back to Bricks and Minifigs. Okay. One thing you could see, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, a lot of people are advertising of their new stores. It looks like a lot of people are still going forward, even with all this backlash, all this evidence that they think that Bricks and Minifigs is still a worthy company. Okay, so that says a few things. That either says Ammon has found a way to convince people that he's the good guy. And so people are still investing in this company. And what I mean by that is, like, we don't know, like, look at the body cam footage, right? The stuff he's saying. We don't know what kind of warmongering he's done and told his employees, told other owners, because he's been fighting this for a while. So he's probably telling a bunch of lies about Ben, about everything that's going on to the other owners where they fear for their lives. Like, he wanted to get a shotgun for everybody. Is that not insane to you? He wanted to do all that stuff. So he's obviously telling something that has allowed many owners to still believe in Ammon. Okay? Or it's the other thing. The other thing is I guess, to not say the actual words, the unification of current BAM owners have gotten together, and they could have influence on pushing out the current president of Bricks and Minifigs when they feel that he is not doing the right thing to the company. So that means that maybe these current franchise owners that are, or future franchise owners that are going to build a Bricks and Minifigs, like the one that's being built in Tampa, they know something about the future of leadership in BAM where they can trust. I don't think there's anybody currently in the entire corporate office that can be trusted, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. And Tyrannosaurus Rex came in with the 50. The war is on. Bring it, brother. Boom. Yeah. And Elaine, I really hope this gets to Discovery and all. That, I guarantee you, Bricks and Minifigs does not want that. They don't want that. Yo, man, you guys, thank you so much. You guys are very generous today. Thank you. This is going to help me out a lot. Thank you. Saw and Exile coming in with another 50. I think we have the AC. We might. This what's up. That's what's up. 37 people watching. We have 2 likes. Y'all help Relic out and hit the like button, please. Yeah, hit it with the freak. The freak, man. Please and thank you. And wait, does that say tits? Sits? Malignant narcissists will defend their alternate reality until the end, counting on charisma and loyal flock of follower. Yeah. Yes, sir. I hope we get to Discovery. And here's the thing. Hey, yo, Tyrannosaurus Rex, thank you, man. You don't have to donate, brother. You don't have to. I've always said this. I'm happy you guys are here. I'm just happy you guys are here, man. This is great. This is great that you guys are here listening to me babble. I appreciate it. All right. Take care of yourselves first. And I appreciate you guys just being here. Thank you. But look, the reason why Bricks and Minifigs doesn't want to go to Discovery, or any company ever wants to go to Discovery, is because of the skeletons in the closet. They have to literally open up to everybody, all their information. Like, for instance, I haven't gotten my inventory list of what they claim they have, right? So, a few things either never existed, or They mess with the numbers so much that they're inconsistent, and then when they track, because I still have my inventory list, I still have it on my Google Drive, all of it, and or like they would, if they're proven guilty in court, then it solidifies everybody else's claims they have against BAM in a way, where let's say we have different inventory lists, right? But now the store has been closed for over a year, and I show them my list. My story is consistent because I tell the truth, and I'm able to prove that I am the innocent party in this. I'm the victim, and they are the culprit. Then they would go off my inventory list. Obviously, there's way more in that process that needs to happen, but yeah, they don't want to go to discovery. They will settle to Kingdom Come if they are smart, because if they go to discovery, then they go to a public trial right after that. And I'm no lawyer, but you guys let me know, or any lawyers in the chat, you let me know. And any lawyer questions, you guys go ask the law tubers. They know what's up. But it's a bidding war, and I'm out of bullets. You good, man? And justice for Heroin Bird. Go get a window AC from Lowe's, bro. Does it look like I'm sweating? Is that a prop? Do I look bad? I'm alive. The reason I didn't stream the last few days, or week kind of, was because on Saturday. Did I stream Saturday? Well, Saturday I got fired from my job. And then I was a little sick then, and then I was like kind of under the weather, but just trying to get interviews and going out. And then yesterday I was supposed to do a show that I have every Wednesday with a buddy of mine about Sheehan Daily Drive, and it's awesome. We talk about cars and whatever. And I had to cancel it because I was puking and pooping. Sorry, ladies in the chat. Didn't mean to get too graphic. And it just freaking, it's been a rough week. It's weird. But I'm getting my PC soon, and I'm super excited about that. It's been awesome. I did sell. Here's another Bricks and Minifigs news. I sold the last of my new inbox collection that I had from Bricks and Minifigs that I acquired while I had ownership, so I could pay the bills and all that stuff. So I sold all of it. I still have a lot of Lego, and I'll be filming that. But it's all out of the box. But yeah. Just for Tal, I can smell Gabe's sweaty balls from here. Yes, you can. But sometimes that's why I have this ice, so I'll use it. Big love, Relic. Put it on a portable hard drive. We know BAM will lie to get Google info. What are you talking about? If you still need AC when I come, we'll go to Lowe's. I will even install it for you. You good, Tyrannosaurus Rick. You good. Go to Discovery. They have always avoided it. Any company has, like, here's a good case for you guys to remember where, like, I think it brought hope to the little guy. Gina Carano, I don't care if you guys don't like her. I don't care. But she was the little person against the big bad corporation. Gina Carano against Disney. Okay? It doesn't matter if you like her or not. It don't matter. Disney was terrified of Discovery. Terrified. And they settled. She won. Alright? She won. Like, they had the money to drag this out forever. She got the right people. She had money for herself, and she's obviously made a lot of money in her career, and was able to fight him. Like, her famous line was, "Don't try to destroy my life with lies when I can destroy yours with the truth." Awesome. Again, it didn't give me any hope because I don't believe in the system and I'm not a millionaire, but it gives some hope to the little guy. Right now, the little guys, they need our help. So, yeah. Is it up to 10 ex-BAM owners they did this to? I think it's more, but you got to remember there's overall hostile takeovers versus correct hostile takeovers, and versus how do I put it, like what happened to me and Crystal and other people's false takeovers. I mean, so hostile takeovers that were just made from malicious intent, and then actual hostile takeovers. Like I know a few that they really screwed up. One for certain I know of that really screwed up, committed fraud and stuff. So the hostile takeover was warranted. But overall, especially like anything needs to be questioned if Josh and Brandon were involved for sure, 100%. These guys are disgusting. They are scum. Okay, they are absolutely. This freaking Josh he's a disgusting individual. Like you guys saw, and that's the other thing about the camp footage. We're focusing a lot on Ammon, which we should, but the other focus is we should put it on Josh. Look at it, like immediately calling his neighbor stupid, bad neighbor, like these two are people, and they might go about it a different way, but Ammon and Josh are like the same person, which they don't respect anybody else. They think they're better than everybody else. They have zero empathy. They don't care about anybody. And they are ruining people's lives all around them, including their loved ones. And they can't even see that. They can't even see that this is going to affect their kids probably, which sucks because they're innocent. Probably their spouses. Like, they're involving people, and they're both liars. It's a sad thing to see, especially seeing fathers who care less about their family than their own ego, and all they care about is ruining people's lives. It freaking sucks. Terrible people. Little dick energy, both. Elaine says it best. Was screaming at his neighbor too. I would have been scared too. Dude, if somebody came in my house and started screaming at me, that's the one time you're gonna have to take up Ammon's advice. Where the shotgun at? If somebody's on your property, their own family hates them. Their dad, they probably hate the dad. Dad hates them for sure. But their own family just says, hey, we don't want to be involved. We don't want to deal with this. And they only care for themselves. Random consumer. Yes, you are correct. Not only do they only care about themselves, they don't care about the consequences. That's what makes these people dangerous. People who don't care about the consequences, that don't care about what's actually happening to them, what's the aftermath after their actions, they are dangerous people because they're willing to do anything that's reckless. That's truly reckless. Not Recklessben, but that's truly like damning. So they're going to do everything to win. It's kind of like, okay, you took over the castle, but you had to burn it to the ground to take it over. Now you have nothing. You have rubble. So that's their game plan. That's how they do things. But yeah, like all my dealings with Josh never has one time been pleasant. All my dealings with Brandon, like, they were falsely present because he's I don't know any more that I can say about this guy. But they're scum. They know how to trick you. They're really good at tricking. They never faced. They don't care. Elaine says they don't care because they've never faced them before. They've always gotten away with things. Yeah. They did always get away with things. And what is great is, like, again, we gotta praise the Gormans for having the balls to take them on. We gotta praise Recklessben for not backing down. Like, this has been pretty freaking awesome. Like, so we gotta praise these guys. And again, we all would be oblivious living our lives. Because I've said this before, like, I don't care if this ends anticlimactically. I want it to end. I want it to for the right people to have justice and justice be served against those who are in the wrong. Like, great. We can make great content over being something that blows up and is very dramatic, but that's not the point. The point is we got to remember that these are people. Crystal and Benjamin Gorman, they are people that were damaged, that were greatly hurt. And it's important to remember that. It isn't just people who used to own a store and they're fighting against a bad company. No, like a bad company has tried to take regular people and destroy their entire lives. People like me and you. Everybody in the chat, everybody that listens to this. People like us. A big corporation just tried to ruin your life. We're trying to help somebody who is our peer. You know? Yeah. And this time around they're facing something they've never dealt with. Ben, become that little pebble in their shoe that they can't ignore. Yeah. But then again, like, look at what we saw with the freaking footage. Like, Ammon is trying to look for permission to send Ben to his maker. He asked the cop, should I arm my employees? Should I get a shotgun in the store? That's not normal, man. That's insane. Like, because a guy says words to you that you don't like to hear, that's how you escalate all the way to there? That's freaking nuts. That's not a rational person. That's not a person that has sympathy or empathy in their heart. That's not a person who thinks clearly. That's a person that has a happy trigger finger and wants to resolve things through like an absolute freaking result, like in an absolute way. Like, this guy don't care. Like, it is shocking seeing somebody talk like that and so clearly, so confidently, and he's already prepared, and from what it sounds like, he's prepared, and he's trying to get permission from the police to be like, yeah, blast him. But the police didn't say that. And Buddha Bear, is it Buddha Bear or Buddha Bear? What do the McNeffs even do with all this money they convert into all these shell companies? Well, what do you do with money? You spend it. Okay, here's how it can work. Okay, so do you guys know why rich people buy expensive cars and expensive watches, right? Because they're not considered an asset class, right? So then there's no capital gains tax when it's sold for a higher price, because there are cars, there are watches that go up in value. When you put it in these shell companies, you can move it around very easily, but again, you don't have to pay taxes because you didn't actually gain that as a personal income. The business gained it, and it's floating around, right? So that it hasn't been utilized yet. So that's when you buy a stock, and then you use that stock to take it to the bank to get a loan, you don't have to pay any taxes on it because you're betting against your stock, practically. You're taking a loan from your stocks. So instead of taking money, put it into your own bank account and leaving it in the ether, if you take it and put it into your bank account, now the IRS can come after your money. So then money never actually needs to be taken out. You can bet against your company, you can bet against a lot of things, get loans for other stuff that doesn't count and as your own money, but also you don't really have to pay back right away. And you make money by investing in other things that you don't have to disclose with this other shell company. So it's money to make more money. It's moved around. It's pretty simple when you start studying it. Like, I know in the beginning, if you never heard about this, like, you're kind of like, well, I don't really get how it works. It's a lot more simple than I'm making it. I'm an idiot. I don't know how to make it simple. But I do understand it. Yeah. I don't know if they place it in offshore accounts, but yeah. It's insane, but the cops too, like, how do they not stop him in his tracks and be like, whoa, buddy. Well, okay. So let's talk about the police officer in the body cam footage. I think he did things correctly. When he was like, if you were me, would you bring a shotgun? He's like, look, I can't give you any advice, but I'm saying if you can legally, I encourage everybody who can legally carry and carry in the right way. It is legal in the state of Utah. I encourage everybody who can do it to do it. It's your Second Amendment right. But he didn't say what he should do with that gun. Okay? He didn't give him any advice, but he has to be understanding of the situation, because so far when you hear one story, you think they are the victim. Whoever calls the police first is believed to be the victim. Okay? So it already goes against, like, for instance, like, Ben is in the right, yeah? But he's not the one that called the police because he has no reason to. He's not making up lies. He's been thrown in jail. He's not making up lies. Ammon is. And he's trying to show that the police department that he's scared for his life. So if you're a police officer, you go in to the person who gave you a call thinking they're in danger, they're scared, so they are going to say things that they might not be fully aware of what they're saying. So there's some leeway there. And so you got to play the game a little bit. You got to make sure you don't give them advice at all when it comes to how to utilize a gun and what you should do with it. All he said was, like, if you guys have made it verbal, just call the police and we'll have them arrested. And he said multiple times, we need to do due process. We need to see if all these claims are true, blah, 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 blah. So in that instance, that particular officer did the right thing. Obviously, American Fork Police Department didn't, Provo didn't, LAPD didn't, Orem didn't. There's a lot of issues. But that particular officer in that body cam footage from the first video, I didn't see the other ones. In that first video, he did it correctly. Where, like, he took the information and all he was doing was gathering info. That's it. That's all he's got to do. Hope the feds get involved, but I doubt they will. So they keep disparaging Ben, utilizing his name, making false statements. And I think it's going to be at one point when Ammon takes it, even though he's already taken it very far, he's going to take it too far at some point, or we're going to see evidence of him taking it too far that maybe Ben hasn't even seen and nobody has. I think it's going to be up to Ben to be like, I think the FBI should get involved. I think this should be a federal case, a criminal federal case, So there's I think obviously I don't know the law and I don't know what goes into it, but I think there is a possibility of the feds actually do get involved. If there's like large amounts of drugs being smuggled somewhere, then yeah, the feds will get involved. And they keep making claims about heroin. So I believe the feds are aware, because when you make claims like that, it's gonna go to their ears. They're like, all right, like, why would they make these claims if we believe them to be the good guys? If all these police departments believe these guys to be the good guys, what is it we're not seeing? And so they're probably aware of at some level. Hobb didn't get a written statement from the employee though. He just took the statement of Ammon, then he got a very brief statement from the employee. Yeah, the employee. So Ammon has most of the info on the email. The employee, he took the number down to see if he could verify those statements. Like, you don't need to take a statement from everybody, but he did say for everybody who is involved there to have information ready, and then he's gonna send it to the proper detective, because he said, I'm not the detective. I can take the statements, put it into the system, get all the information correlated. That's why he took the guy's name, because all he needs is a name and be able to find these people, and then the other people will come in and take the statements. Like, all police departments work differently, but they have similarities in the process of how to talk to somebody and how to de-escalate the situation, or at least they should know, and how to proceed to the correct channels. It's called the chain of command. And that call the cops, but not the actual employee though. Yeah. So that's why they questioned Ammon. Had the cops' personal numbers. Ammon wasn't a witness. No, he was not. But he's the one that called the police. He's the CEO of the company, and so they have to be like, all right, like, you have all this information apparently, so give it to us. But yeah, like, I'm not saying he was perfect in everything he did, but I say I wouldn't condemn this police officer for the way he did things, is what I'm saying. Live Show had a very interesting video a few days ago. By the way, Robin Stratz is in chat. What is up? She covered a video from a channel called Jest. YouTube took it down though. Give some insight to see how shady these people are. So can you shed a little bit of light to give me one example that you saw from the Jest video? I could probably confirm if it had to do with Ammon and Matt or Josh and Brandon. No, I can't actually confirm, but I can tell you how the personalities are like and how close it could be to the truth, allegedly. But yeah, de-escalation skills is a very large part of LEO training. She did the video. It used to be that it is. Yeah, well, we saw that there's a few lawyers that broke down the American Fork Police Department training. It's like nobody got any civil rights training. Nobody gave a damn, and it just is what it is. So, like, it's part of the whole corruption thing, but it's also part of negligence. Like, the training just was abysmal, right? So, by the way, everybody that's come in, welcome. Like and subscribe, and say something in the chat. Don't just be lurking. Just say hi. Put a 1, put a 2. But yeah, so the one thing that I think we forget, even though we know that they're the characters, is to have a focus also on Josh and Brandon. Brandon has been hella quiet. He's been smart, but we need to put a big focus on these two, because I guarantee you these guys are also lying to Ammon. Not to make Ammon a victim, because he's backing up these retards, but he is definitely withholding information. These two guys are withholding information probably from everybody that we haven't figured out yet. Okay? Like, they have a game plan. Because, again, nobody goes into a fight thinking they can lose. They are fighting this because they believe they can win. And they are scum. Had to do with legally mine. Okay, yeah. And a lawsuit against them. But was it more towards Dan Mcneff or the Mcneff brothers? And was Matt and Ammon involved? Because they might have had some ownership, but remember, they got like 8 siblings. So there's a lot of people in that family. Yeah, like I admit I don't know too much about the Legally Mine LLC. I haven't dived too deep into it, so BJC Live would be somebody I would definitely listen more to on that stuff. But like, one of the reasons I wanted to talk, recently there was an article on the BAM map pointing out Josh is a descendant of the first prophet of the LDS Church. So what? How does that matter? Like, we're all descendants of Adam and Eve. Who gives a damn? Like, I care about what Josh did. I don't care about his lineage. You could be the freaking descendant of Jesus. You could still be the piece of garbage. So the police trust him more. For what? Rose, what do you mean? The police trust him more for what? Yeah, people should dig into them. Where it matters, though, like their life, what they have done, you know, like who else is involved. But just tracing back the lineage, like their grandparents didn't do anything. Their great-grandparents, their great-great-grandparents didn't do anything with bricks and minifigs. Like, I want to know their life. Laura got them kicked out of Ohio, spoke to Jest about how much of a scam it was. Yeah. Being on the High Council and being related to Joseph Smith, the Mormon police respect that, and if they don't vocalize it. Okay, High Council. This is what High Council means, okay? There's a stake, what we call a stake, that means like, think about it this way. They're a building, church building, and they have like 5 church buildings attached to them. And in those buildings, there are wards, meaning the time you go for church service. So there might be 3 words in each one. Let's say there's at least 10, and then there's the stake. And a High Council member, all he does is help facilitate meetings and do stuff for that particular stake. And there are thousands of stakes, or at least 1,000 stakes around the world. He's not high in anything. It's just called the High Council for that stake. He's not high up in the church, nothing. Like, it's just like my brother is in the High Council of the one of the Orlando stakes, or was. Means nothing. It's just a calling. Has nothing to do with I guess you could say higher ups. I'm talking about with bricks and minifigs. Their grandparents didn't do anything with bricks and minifigs. He didn't look into them. They mentioned their status in the church to the cops very fast. Yeah, so Josh did that. You're taught to do that in actually most churches, especially if the community around you supports that particular or is very prominent of that religion. So like Catholic Church, you also learn it in Boy Scouts, where like if you become an Eagle Scout, you should tell somebody that you're an Eagle Scout. That way they know that you're more of a trustworthy person. Same thing as in like if I go talk to a rich person and I tell them that I own a business, they're going to look at me in a way where they can trust to know that I have more knowledge than a regular person or more trust than a regular person when it comes to money. The local stake where the local police officers are from. Yes. The local stake, but he also got released from his calling. And again, don't mean nothing because most people don't even know who's in the high council. Like nobody. Because all they do is like, hey, do you need a meeting with the stake president so that you can get a temple recommend? That's pretty much what they do. That's pretty much it. Beyond Bricks and Beyond were the ones that stood up to the bully and won. Yeah, so they're I guess the second one that I know of, because there was first the Messers. Bricks and Beyond, they like Bricks and Minifigs couldn't do anything to them because his lawyer was his brother and he was doing pro bono, so they couldn't use their tactic of draining them of their resources, draining them of their money. Everything he has done has been fraud. Which person are you talking about? By the way, welcome, Time Mikolo. Sounds like a deacon or board member. So, here's one thing to know about the LDS Church. Nobody gets paid. It's all volunteer. So it's not a board. There's not a board member. Deacons are also... You become a deacon when you're 12. Is the high... Okay, here. I guess I'll answer some of this church stuff since you guys are curious. Is this high council have the power in local region / community? No. No, people like when you're in the church, you don't really advertise what you do to people outside of it unless they're your friends and you're talking like, oh, you have a calling and I do this and it's really fun. It's awesome. That's it. Like, because you're talking to another member. And so if he assumes that one of the police officers are a member, they would understand that like, oh, this guy's trustworthy because he has this calling. Therefore, they would trust him more because they are probably LDS as well. But it doesn't mean in the community they have influence because of that. Because it's only Utah's only 55% is LDS. And of those 55%, only like 30% are active. So if you take the whole state, only 30% are actually living the LDS lifestyle, right? How you're proving... point that any status in religion is exploited to increase trustworthiness. No, I never disagreed with that. I'm saying you're like saying that he's high up in somewhere means nothing. It's between an individual to another individual. It's not to an entire community. And being that individual is somebody who has power in the police department. It's like if I married somebody and my brother-in-law was a police chief and, I get drunk one night and I ask him to not put it on my record. Boom. How you prove the point? Okay, brick by brick. Yeah, I was a Boy Scout. That doesn't mean much these days. No, it don't. No, it don't. Elder, you turn an elder when you're like around 18. Deacon around 12. About what most people know. It's about what the cops know. Agreed, Rose. Agreed. I am LDS. Yes, I am, Rose. I can speak a lot to it because I know I've currently live it. If you don't advertise what you do, then why did Josh tell the cops? What do you mean? Right, don't you think it's effed up for them to exploit that trust? I do think, I 100% think it is messed up to exploit that trust. They are... Like many people have utilized religion for their own means and justifying the bullcrap that they want to do, right? So if somebody accepts that as well, they're also complicit. So that those police officers and Josh are disgusting, and they do not uphold what they claim to be a part of, aka the principles of their church. The LDS Church has been at me due to intel operations. I'm not affiliated with the LDS Church. What are you talking about? Intel due to have been at me due to intel operations. Don't know what that means. Rose, Relic is LDS respectively. All Christians organizations use their status for clout. It's just people. Never said it was a community. Da, da, da. I usually don't trust people from the LDS Church. Oh, you can't trust me, man. But there are good and bad people in all groups. 100%. I don't think you should trust anybody just because they're attached to something. I think you should get to know them. You should be able to feel out. Like, it's having that perspective. You could tell if your personality is matched. Sometimes it's just like, in Brazil we have like, não vai com sua cara. Like, I don't go with your face. Sometimes you see somebody, there's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing bad about them. But you know you're not going to connect. You just don't care to have that relationship with that person. That happens. But also you should never like, oh, this guy, like for instance, like business owner, oh, like this guy has a Lamborghini, he must be great. No, that means nothing. It just means that he was able to obtain money to purchase a really cool car that you like. And that's it. That's as far as it goes. Meet the person, see their personality, then you can make a judgment on who they are. Don't ever, like, my testimony is not based on people in the LDS Church. It's based off God and the gospel, and that's it. Because if you base it off people are going to do crappy things. Let's say you're Christian. If you read the Bible, many prophets have fallen. The prophet of David, he fell. He was the prophet. He talked directly to God. And still effed up. Made egregious sins. Killed a dude. You know what I mean? Like, people are going to make mistakes. People are going to fall. People are going to do scummy things in the name of God, whatever. And that's just that. So don't put your trust on people. If you're religious, put your trust on God. Put your trust on yourself, and then see if you could trust the person, regardless of what they believe in. Elders at 18, lifespans must have been crap back in the day. Oh, no, elders is not like... scripturally, elders means something else than just like your age. Relic, have you heard of the 1890s case where they dissolved the Mormon Church for refusing to listen to the government? Yes, I have studied this extensively. And the 2013 SEC investigation against Ensign piqued the church's hedge funds. Yes, I know about all this. LDS church staff a large amount of the NSA. Yes. So what? Don't put your faith in man. Agreed. As a non-religious person, it is hard to understand. When I see a Catholic bishops or LDS bishop, I think the community sees them as honest, powerful elder. This is why I thought High Council would relate. Yeah, it's so I totally understand that. Again, it's just the words you use, but like if you see a bishop or a Catholic priest, you usually are going to associate that with somebody who has worked hard to become righteous, right? So you you could have a calling in the church and maybe not live like every single principle to the T, because you're human. We sin. Everybody sins, you know. But it's like usually you want to see that person as somebody that's overcome a lot of let's say temptation in their life. But it just means that they picked a path. That's it. Because we all sin differently, but we're still sin. It's pretty simple. I think. I was ordained at age 15 in the LDS around priesthood back in 1981. Nice, dude. A Christian home and attended private Christian schools. Nice. Doesn't that suss you at all? Well, I study a lot, so I don't know how much you study. Like, I actually like dig deep down, so I can't. Like, I'm not having a 5-hour conversation about everything I've studied in terms of hedge funds and all this stuff and why certain things happened, certain things didn't happen. It's easy to read. To study is hard. A lot of people don't study. A lot of people just read or listen to information. That's why I always have one foot back when it comes to this whole situation with bricks and minifigs, right? And not that I don't trust Recklessben. I don't know the guy. Don't know him. You know, tomorrow we could find out that there's there's bodies in his basement. Who knows? None of us know the guy. But we trust him because he's shown us evidence. He's shown that he actually cares about people and he's doing the right thing. So then we have an added trust. But still, we don't know him. Just like we don't know these guys, but we know from evidence that they're scumbags. But we don't know like if they've done good deeds or bad deeds. We don't know. You know, bad people have done good deeds. Good people have done bad deeds. So, again, I point out that like studying, you got to dive deep. You got to go directly to its original source. You got to go to government papers. You got to go to lawyers. You got to do a bunch of stuff. And that's what I've always been taught to do, to study, not just read. More foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him? Well, the fool who follows him doesn't know that he's a fool. It is just words you use exactly. Just the words you use exactly. Lying or creative storytelling are the same thing. It's just the words exactly. And time of color. So the reason I've been around a lot of LDS members is because of intel operations at me running through the NSA. My father ran for U.S. House of Representatives in 1986. Nice, man. Thank you for being open and speaking on this. No problem. What does your opinion have to do with how much I study? It's because I can't confirm your knowledge. Like, we haven't sat down, and I don't know where your sources are coming from. I don't know what's going on, what you've read. I don't know what your opinion, or if you have a bias. That's why I can't like just say like, yeah, all right, you are 100% correct. Like, I could confirm the knowledge that I have with the knowledge you have, and if it matches. But if you tell me something that that like I may not know, I can't just say like that's true. I gotta say like, oh, I have to look into that. So that's the thing. Like, you have certain perspectives which you think is sus. I have a perspective that I don't think is sus because maybe one of us has studied more than the other, possibly, whether it's you or me. That's it. And tried to kill him a few times because he was pissed off. Oil mafia, damn. And Mad34 Marine, what up with the $9.99? Thank you so much, brother. BAM doesn't hold the cards to settle. We have yet to see any answer to their complaint, nor have any idea as to what the counterclaims will be from Ben and company. Uno reverse card will be played, and I hope it does. And I hope it does. Justice Relic has the right heart, regardless of religion, motives. I didn't ask you anything that wasn't true. No, I'm just saying, like, okay, but the susness has nothing to do with the studying. No, it does, because you believe something's sus and I believe something isn't. So that means one of us has studied particular something that made something sus, and one of us has studied that something that we looked at the same thing and didn't think sus. You know, so let's say we have two like minds, right? Me and you, right, Rose? Where I think one way and you think another way, but we can both agree in logic. And using logic, we both read something, and you might have read something that correlates, but you think is sus, and I read something that correlates, but I don't think is sus. So then we have to figure out if my feelings on it of it being sus or not being sus are true, and if your feelings on it of being sus or not being sus are true. So then we can cross-reference each other. So yeah. Why do you think it's sus? Your answer can't be because I studied. Yeah, that's not what I said, but okay. In the video, Jess the McNeffs owned a company called Legally Mine. Yeah, we saw that book on Shackle. Author has ties to Josh. Yeah, Rose and Relic need a podcast to that. Stop arguing. Yeah, I'm not gonna argue nothing. But anyways, so with so back to this current police officer. Was he an Orm? Because he was an Orm police officer. So again, he understands the procedure because he was a detective for 21 years and he actually did proper work, right? Now, when you're, and I have friends that are police officers. I actually have friends that are police officers in Utah. I have friends that are police officers here in Florida. And when I sent this footage, this YouTube video to a friend of mine, he's like, yeah, he did everything properly. He might have given them advice that sounded biased towards them at the end there, like just call the police and we'll just arrest them, which may or may not be true if they can actually do that, right? That's what one of the police officers told me. But overall, you know, that he told them, like, you have to fill out this application, and he even preference, like, again, it's an application, doesn't mean it will go through, but if you want this particular thing to stop or this particular thing to help you out, this is the application you need to fill out. It's pretty simple. But yeah, sounds like you're trying to tell Relic, think about subjects that you feel. Yeah. By the way, look, I'm sticking to my topics here, which is bricks and minifigs, and then I'll move on to Doomsday, and I'll move on to DCEU. So Rose, like, I'm not going to expound on opinions of your question because it's not a conversation between me and you. It's my show that I'm also talking to 49 other people. So that's I think that's pretty clear. You know, like if we were talking about those specific things, then cool. I would definitely hear you out, hear your questions, and explain everything in perfect detail. But I'm not doing that. But what's good, chat? I'm late, but I made it. Bam sucks. And it's also good to see you not lurking, which is always good. Ace Tone. But yeah, so yeah, Bam sucks. Like, again, I don't know when part 4 is going to come out for Recklessben, but he's obviously working on it. I do believe it has to do with the owners. You know, and that's my belief. I don't know. I want to know what's going on with Sheldon. I hope he's okay. I hope Tyler's okay. It looks like there was a lot of misunderstandings from the last week or so, but they seem like they're in good spirits. Like, I hope I saw him get really sick. But yeah, like like I don't know how much they're dealing with the bricks and minifig situation, because Recklessben, he's doing a bunch of other stuff too. He was actually talking about, I think on the Unsubscribed podcast, this like cult that he was after in Australia. I think it was Australia. So that's the other thing. Like, I think one of the good things about this ending, hopefully in the next 6 months to a year or so, is that we get to see Recklessben like do other things that are way beyond this. Because Recklessben did claim that like this is one of the tamest things that he's doing. There's crazier stuff out there that are gonna help us, help the public realize that there's a lot of crap in this world. And one dude who is passionate about taking care of the little guy, it can make a difference. So then, regardless of what you guys think of Recklessben, if he's too reckless or whatever, I think he's doing good work as a whole for people, for society. So it's awesome. But I would say tune to Echo Base Network. They are crushing it. Like, I saw their videos, their BAM case files. They are on the point, on the money. I'm not gonna say anything until all of it is finished, but I could confirm a lot of things that are freaking true. But yeah, we're not talking about that when we're unilateral decider of what we're done. Okay, all right, Rose. Like, on another time, maybe we'll do a Sunday stream where we could talk about whatever it is you want to talk about, 1890s, whatever, 2013. But yeah, hey everyone, Dream Sigils is here, everybody. Dream Sigils. Hi everyone, I'm late but I'm here. One of the members in the chat, same with Ace Tone and Tyrannosaurus Rick. Yeah, Sheldon was live today and he is doing well. Awesome. It's good for now. That's good to hear. He isn't. It's a facade. Rachel. Okay. All right. So, and one of the reasons I've been wanting to talk about not only like the superhero stuff, because I love talking about that stuff, but it's in relation to like damage, like brand destruction. You know, like bricks and minifigs. I told you guys, a lot of people didn't believe me that we've moved on to the emotional transition phase where we have the characters. We have Ammon, Matt, mainly Ammon, Josh, and Brandon, but we have those four. Those are the main characters. The antagonist, the protagonist, Ben, Crystal, and Ben Gorman and their crew, the crew of bandits, right? They are just trying to just corner a part of the world to help everybody else out. Boom. And then we got your side characters, you know, the chat, me, whatever, and anybody else involved. So Bam is no longer a character. Bam is now have become another victim. So a lot of the owners feel that they are victims against the current CEO, because the current CEO has misled them into thinking, yo, Bricks and Minifigs is a trustworthy brand. You could trust in this name. And when you buy a franchise from us, you already have this clout that is going to prop up your business than you just opening up your own Lego reselling store, right? So now people are moving somewhat away from the Bricks and Minifigs name. They are. Like, especially for YouTubers, you could tell the algorithm that you can still put in Bricks and Minifigs, but when you put in Ammon Mcneff, CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, CEO of BAM, it gets more traction. People look for it more. Recklessben, they look for that more. Okay? Which is great. But, so we can agree that the current owners, the owners of the franchisees, at least you could say most of them are innocent. They didn't expect this. They didn't want this, right? They just wanted a retirement plan. They wanted a toy store that they can build up as a company, build business, and make a great community in their neighborhood, whatever their reason be. Or they saw it as a good investment. Cool. So now the public are finding us, the public, the watchers, we're trying to find a way to get justice, get Ammon out of freaking society because he looks like a danger. And from everything that he's saying, from our perspective, it looks like he should be locked up because he's insane. Josh and Brandon as well, because they've literally stolen and destroyed people's lives, along with Matt. And then this company can still survive and move away and, become good again for the community or society or whatever you want to believe. Same with Marvel. You see that with Doomsday. They're trying to redirect. They're acknowledging that everybody sucks while acknowledging that they had a good run with phases 1, 2, and 3. Right? 4 and 5, terrible. They've literally destroyed the entire Marvel brand. Nobody gives a damn. They're not making money. Awesome. But it's still alive. So, with this bringing traditional characters from the comics, going a little bit back to it, trying to get those nostalgia feels, is providing more and more trust back in. It might be little, but back into the brand. It might be super tiny, but they have done it. So these are called the emotional transitions. This is what I like to call emotional transitions, where Marvel sucks, but X-Men doesn't suck. Marvel sucks, but Spider-Man doesn't suck. Marvel sucks, but this. So then, and then we're like, these characters suck. So then when we focus on these crappy characters, Marvel no longer sucks. Same with Bricks and Minifigs. You focus on these characters, Bricks and Minifigs doesn't suck anymore. These people suck. These are leaders of a business, and they should be taken out because they suck. Therefore, the business isn't bad. Just like you'll think oh, Disney can fix Star Wars if everybody from Disney is gone and they have a whole new staff. Because Disney isn't bad, it is the people behind controlling Disney is bad. You know what I mean? It's like a gun. Dream said, just thank you for saying we love you. Relic made more money on this live stream than his entire last week at the restaurant. Yeah, because I got fired, dude. Started running fraud at me when a group started terrorizing my friend. I think that sucks, man. You okay? Ty McColo, I hope you're all right, man. You staged a DUI, and I think yeah, okay. Yeah. Be careful of saying these things online, man. I wouldn't use the words kill and stuff like that, but always with the cow. Just bad. He's entertained. I work at Oral Roberts University. That when I was a child. Okay, sick. Probably from corporate. Who's probably from corporate? Who's from corporate? What? It's me when the sentence begins with I or me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay, but hey, look, I get it, Tamakolo, but you're in the chat and these words will have issues for me. So I would ask you politely. Okay? Here, let me see. I'm asking you politely to not refrain from using certain words, and I get it. I'm not trying to have you stop telling the truth, but I gotta play by YouTube's rules. You feel me? Thank you. But yeah, anyways. Okay. So, moving on to Doomsday. Anybody freaking excited for that piece of garbage we just saw? On a lighter note, from something that doesn't matter as much as the corruption behind the police departments and Bricks and minifigs. Doomsday. I want to talk about this stuff because it's important to me. The trailer, actually I'll probably talk about that another day, but the trailer, man, it was abysmal. Okay? It's just like, they obviously are trying, like Marvel's obviously trying to get back their fandom, get people talking. I don't think they even care about money. They're just trying to get people watching this, pirating it. Whatever they can do, they're trying to get people to watch it. Okay? Because this is going to be terrible. Robert Downey Jr., I don't care if he's such a great guy or isn't. He's an actor. I could give a two craps about what he does with his life. He's the worst choice for Doomsday. Meaning, like, this is a cash grab. They didn't pick the best actor for the job to be Doomsday. They were like, hey, we have no hype. Let's bring back Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans on screen. Two people that we kind of killed off on Endgame. And Endgame was a terrible movie. Okay. But it's got to be bad. Oh, it's Dream Sigils. It's so freaking bad. Like, there's no spoilers in it, but the CGI looks terrible. Like, remember, AI, a lot of people used AI from the templates of Marvel trailers. And the color grading looks awful. Some things are dark as hell that you can't see nothing. Mystique looks terrible. Awful. Oh, I don't think you're going to laugh. I think you're going to be more pissed. I'll give you one thing. Even when YouTubers I like, they're criticizing Robert Downey Jr.'s voice for Doom. It's not my favorite voice for Doom, but I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that crazy bad. But, yeah, like, the dialogue is terrible. People suck. Like, Gambit is in it, and, like, it's a character, even though I love Gambit, we don't have much connection just from him being funny in that crappy movie Wolverine and Deadpool. It's enjoyable, but it's a garbage movie. It means nothing to nobody. And they got the TVMA back, which has always been stupid. So that means Kang the Conqueror is a real thing. That means that there is no free will, as we saw in the Loki series. That it's just whatever Kang wants is going to happen. And then Steve Rogers has this long hair and beard, which makes no sense unless they took him directly from when he was in hiding, which he would have his Captain America suit on. So still doesn't make any sense. And he's able to wield Mjolnir because, for some reason. But he abandoned his friends so that he could go get some dense titties in the past that he's already moved on from. Abandoned his friends, created an entire timeline just so he could start pumping, and stole a guy's life. And apparently that doesn't make you a bad person and take Mjolnir. And apparently he's also the reason why Doom is pissed. So all this stuff is happening because of Steve Rogers and his stupid decision because he wanted to pump Peggy. Freaking insane. Okay? Yeah, it's bad. The DCEU is gonna screw it up. They've screwed up everything so far. James Gunn is a hack, Anthony. He's trash. He doesn't know Superman. That's Superman right there. This is Superman right here. James Gunn doesn't know Superman at all. I hate no offense, Dream Sigils, I hate Patterson's Batman. I don't want an emo vampire being my Batman. It's insane. Yeah, and he's a loser. He will trust criminal. Robert Pattinson's Batman will trust criminals over Alfred. As soon as he finds out Alfred may have lied, he does not even investigate. He just condemns the fool. It's like best. I'll give it this. That movie, best introduction to a Batman ever in any movie. Or what is up, fool? You want to pop in, dude? You let me know. Yeah, freaking terrible. Just awful. Robert Pattinson can suck it sideways. He is the worst Batman. I take Clooney over Robert Pattinson, I gotta tell you. I'll take it. At least I get to see a wacky Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. What am I gonna see? Like, the villains were pretty good in Batman, other than the damn Catwoman. Like, she was just atrocious. She was retarded. Freaking dumb. Alright. But yeah, DC, like, Marvel, we know they're screwed. We know, like, I love seeing Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Great, but don't care for it. Like, obviously, it's obvious that, it looks obvious that it's before Love and Thunder. But at the same time, I don't get, it sucks. But yeah, the DC, like, they're going to screw up Batman. Yeah. The 90s dark animated Batman was the best. Not only was that Batman the best, the reason why it was the best is because Batman overcame his demons. He understood what he had to do. He wasn't this mopey dude that's always depressed. He wasn't Tom King's Batman, which, again, Tom King's Batman, this is Tom King in a nutshell, which I've said before. He's like, I'm going to overcome my mommy issues, and then I'm going to off myself. That's Tom King in a nutshell of how he writes all his characters. And he's the one that's going to spearhead Batman and spearheading the Lantern show. Guarantee you it's going to be. I will bet my entire house on it being trash. Even if they bring in, what's it called, the Reacher dude, which I think he'd be okay, but I don't think he'd be that great. I don't think his acting range is that impressive. He's just buff and huge. Yeah. Yeah, Batman got too depressive. It did get too depressive. Like, Christopher Nolan effed up on the third one. But if I don't fall asleep soon, I'll probably hop on. Cool. You just let me know, fool. Like, yeah. Henry. Yo, K&Q Visuals is back. Even Ryan Reynolds will tell you Green Lantern show will be trash. Yeah. Tom King was beyond disappointing. He's weird, man. He's a freak. Him and Lee. Dude, remember, Tom King is the only writer for Batman that was fired for writing Batman. No other writers that wrote Batman, they all finished their freaking comic run. And it's Tom King and freaking Lee's comic that shows Batman full frontal dick on a comic book. Yeah. But yeah, insane. And it was marketed to kids. They are disgusting. Alright. But anyways. Yeah, he was fired. But hired by James Gunn, because apparently James Gunn thinks he's a freaking genius. It is... Oh my gosh. He hired not only the writer, Tom King, the other guy that is part of the Green Lantern show, also wrote that Watchmen series. The one of the worst series known on television. And the wokest. Okay? Robert Pattinson's Batman, terrible idea. Having James Gunn as a part of anything DCEU, terrible idea. The only actual good thing he did, which was still a bad movie but was entertaining because he did the characters right, was the Suicide Squad, the second Suicide Squad movie. That's the only good thing he's done. And it wasn't a good movie. It just exists. The characters he did right, scenes he did right, making you care about these people he did right. The story was nothing. It was a giant nothing burger. Reacher's Alan Richardson. I thought it was Cavill for a second. No. And Tyrannosaurus Rick with a 10. Gotta sleep, so I'm cashing and dashing. See you soon, bro. I'll see you, brother. I'll see you around, man. Hee hee. Tyrannosaurus Rick turning to Michael Jackson right there. Okay. Like, boom, boom. Pattinson was trash. He went from a sparkly vampire to a Temu Batman. 100%. 100%. Like the what's it called? The freaking, how do I put it? So the introduction to the Batman was great, but then immediately dispels how Batman is supposed to be, right? So like these goons were not afraid of him, right? They all just looked at him, and he's been around for a minute. And then the cops are also not afraid of him, but at the same time, they're all okay with him being Batman. He's a vigilante. Like throughout all comics, Jim Gordon had a group of people that believed in Batman, what he was doing, even though they knew that it was illegal. This guy is committing crimes. Like everybody should be trying to arrest him. To spell his name. So how much did I really like it? Yeah, probably not at all. And yeah, but so one of the reasons for the delay of the Batman, you could chalk it up to they don't know what they're gonna do for the future. Because if Man of Tomorrow fails, which it will, James Gunn doesn't know how to do a one-off character movie. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Okay, he did Scooby-Doo 1 and 2. He did Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3, right? And then he did The Suicide Squad. He has yet to have a movie that he wrote, he directed, that this is the hero, and he doesn't have a bunch of buddies. He doesn't have a bunch of super friends. It's just about his story. He doesn't know how to do that because he's never done it. He can't write a one-off Superman movie. He can't do it because he has no talent in that. So he keeps filling it with all this stuff that's supposed to distract us. Maybe characters that he even understands a little bit, but he doesn't really care to write them and flesh them out. Even Peacemaker, he couldn't be on his own. Like, I don't know how people think James Gunn, Brightburn, yeah, like, I guess, like, that's the one time, but it's also like, I don't want to watch that movie. It's stupid. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't good. I'm not saying Scooby-Doo wasn't good. I love those movies. Guardians of the Galaxy is a great run. It's one of the only trilogies that actually worked in the MCU. Captain America, like, remember, Iron Man trilogy sucks. The first Iron Man movie is good. It falls off the deep end a little bit in the second or the third act. It's kind of wacky. But then Iron Man 2 blows. Iron Man 3 blows. It was still good to the slop that we got later, but it's not a good trilogy. What's up, Relic? How you doing? I'm headed to work right now. Not stoked. Hey, at least you got work, Veronica. I'm sorry you have to go to work, but be grateful. Be grateful. Get to work, bring some money home. It's a redundant cliche movie, evil Superman trope. Yeah, and I'm sick of like what's it called? Deconstructing of a hero. Like, what if Superman was raised by bad? Like, dude, shut up. Go write something else. Superman is Superman. You go write your own crap. I'm here just working while I listen to you. Thank you, PJ Pat. It's good to see you. Dude, Transformers, bro. What do you mean by that, Aura? Becoming our Clayface. Okay. Clayface is not his movie. It's actually Matt Reeves' movie. He's approving it as a movie that's a part of the DCEU. It was never supposed to be. He was not in charge of that at all. It was greenlit before he even came on. And he was just like, I guess I'll just have it. So, and I think they're doing right in marketing. They should market it only as a horror movie. They should not market it as a DC movie. And it's coming out at the right time, October, Halloween, all that stuff. That is proper. That's what they should do, because it's a stupid move to make Clayface before Batman or before pretty much anything other than the Justice League. But it might be a good horror movie. Didn't hold up. First one was good. The rest progressively got worse. I would say the first one was awesome, but it wasn't a good movie. 2 and 3 awesome stuff. Also not good movies, but like it was fun. It was a fun time. Like you can't tell me you're not watching those first three and you're not gonna enjoy yourself. That's the other thing. I think Transformers do hold up. Just they're not good in writing. I miss Michael Bay, dude. Even though his editing is trash, I miss him. Because at least we knew we were gonna be entertained. The other Transformers, ooh, those suck. I would say Bumblebee had a good 15 first minutes. It's awesome. Or the first 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah, I will be talking more. Excuse me. Probably another video about how much Doomsday is gonna suck. Massive wang. But John Wick is awesome. And here's the funny thing, Aura, John Wick, there's only one good movie. They're all entertaining as hell. They're all fun. But the first one's the only one that's cohesive and good. Well written. I actually used John Wick as an example of how to care about a dog, how a dog could be used to further along the plot. But James Gunn also doesn't know how to do that with his crypto dick. Yeah. Oh no, I love it too, man. I want to see another John Wick film. I'm not gonna watch the ballerina, dude. That's crazy. Mama D, you've never watched John Wick? Oh no. That's a sin. You must repent and go watch John Wick. That you can't do that. You can't. Next time you're in the chat, I expect to see that you have watched John Wick, and tell me that you cried throughout all of it, because it's a beautiful film. Beautiful film. Cried, entertained it. Mama D, I give you that challenge. The next time I'm live, which might be tomorrow, you have to see John Wick. You have to. And like, my live streams will be much more entertaining in the future. When I get my PC, it's gonna be right here. It's gonna be good. And I'll probably live stream playing Halo or something. It is your homework. But yeah, I'll talk about more on a video about Doomsday, because I have a lot to say about Marvel. And if I stick with it, it's going to be a problem. But I love DC more. And we still haven't gotten any good DC films since, I would say, The Dark Knight. I could be wrong. I think The Dark Knight was the last good DC film. But I really can't think of anything else. I really cannot. Can you imagine? It's been like, what, 20 years almost since we've had good DC film? Justice League? Or are you retarded? Zack Snyder's Justice League was 4 hours of trash. Joss Whedon's Justice League was an hour and a half of trash. Are you telling me you liked hearing the vocals that Zack Snyder put in the for like 4 hours, dude? Oh, yo, like, as soon as you watch it, I know I'm going to a funeral, because you're not going to survive it. You're going to off yourself, brother. You're going to swallow that barrel. It is terrible. Or just pop in, dude. Here, you bastard. I am going to invite you. You're obviously wide awake. Okay. Tis on the gram, Aura. Tis on the gram. May have been trash, but Ben Affleck still outlined Robert Pattinson's Batman. Outshine. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. I think he did. I think he got done real dirty. But unfortunately, yeah. Supergirl is atrocious. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. It's so freaking bad. I don't think you understand how bad it is. I sent you the link, Aura. You better come on, dude. Yeah, Supergirl. Not only was it atrociously bad, it how do I explain this to you guys? There's not one hero in it. There's no heroes. It's all bad guys. Like, Supergirl, you care about her less and less and less. Just freaking awful. Just awful person. Yeah. But, man, what's taking you so long, man? Where you at? Hold on. So, okay. The big problem with the DCEU, obviously, is James Gunn. But it's that we started off with the Superman film, and it meant nothing. It meant absolutely nothing. Like, the DC, like, Superman, it's really hard to screw up Superman, honestly. I didn't like the suit. I liked the colors. I liked that there was the S on the cape. But first of all, the suit was awful. And then Lois Lane was kind of, to me, insufferable. She was just dumb. And oh man, that film, I hate that film so much. It makes no sense. Here, one second. I gotta make sure. Ooh! Dream Sigils gifted a membership. Heck yeah. Oh, I'm resending it just to make sure you got it, fool. Dream Sigils coming in hot with the last Relic membership. Thank you. Yo, Christopher. Everybody, shout out to Christopher. He finally made it. It's been a while. Relic, what up, brother? Just popping on to say hello. Have to be at work at 6 a.m. Eastern. Ooh. That's in 4 hours, buddy. 4 or 5 hours. That's Rachel. Rachel's now a member. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So, okay. Like, it's not that we had to start off with the Trinity, which is Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. We didn't have to start off that way, right? But if you're starting off with Superman, the next things you announce can't be Supergirl. It can't be the Waller series. It can't be Creature Commandos. It can't be what's John Cena boning James Gunn's wife? What's it called? Why am I spacing out his name? Whatever. Peacemaker. Yeah. Like, think about it this way. When you sell one ticket to the movies, you make a rated R film, you're only selling one ticket to that specific person. When you make a film for families, which Superman's supposed to be a family film, but it's very crude. There's a lot of degeneracy in it. In terms of language, it's not me being a prude. It's just Superman's supposed to be hopeful, and children are supposed to be attracted to this character, right? Or they, what's it called? Like, kids gravitate to this character, right? So, the first thing that James Gunn did was create a terrible Superman movie that, like, I wouldn't take my young kids to watch. Like, I've taken my kids to watch PG-13 movies, like Lord of the Rings, but I would never take them to watch this Superman movie. And then right after that, so people can understand what's supposed to happen next, is the Peacemaker Season 2, where we get bisexual orgies, we get all this bull crap, all like heavy sexually handed stuff, and like, we're supposed to be cool with that. Like, so families can't even follow what's supposed to be canon throughout this DCEU. We got Peacemaker that was in the Suicide Squad movie that was part of the Zack Snyder's universe. Okay? Then we got currently the Batman, which is the only thing that's making money. And then the Penguin show killed it, doing awesome. I guess you could say the Penguin was the last thing we gotten from DC that was good. Because it really was a good show. Like, well written, characterized. It is a phenomenal show. Okay? But then you announce Supergirl and put Lobo in it, and also say that the inspiration was from the Woman of Tomorrow, which then has no Lobo in that comic run, okay? And then you announce a Green Lantern show, and it's not even a Red Band trailer, and they say the F word 3 freaking times in the first trailer. So you know it's going to be an adult show, and they say it's an HBO show, and they said Green was stupid. And so when you think HBO, it's dick and tits in a show. When you think HBO, you think Sopranos, you think House of the Dragon, you think Game of Thrones, dick and tits. So that's what we're going to get in the Lantern show? That's crazy. That is nuts. Anyways. So then we move on to a bunch of stuff they announced. And then they're going to say Blue Beetle is also part of canon. And then James Gunn has the audacity to say that The Flash is the best thing that DC ever did, and it's his favorite film. This is the guy we're going to trust to write the DCU. This is the guy you guys trust to write the DCU. And Aura is here. Let me bring him on. Hold up. Yes. Yo.
What is up?
So we are crapping on the DCU.
Apparently.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. So, okay, what do you think? What the freak do you think? Do you have any faith in James Gunn? At all?
And James, so I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen anything, and nothing sounds that interesting to me, to be honest. I think the only thing that kind of got a reaction out of me was the Lantern show, but then I forgot about it until you just started talking about the DCU. So,
well, the Lantern show is gonna suck. Like, he's not taking inspiration from the comics. He said he's taking inspiration from true crime.
What the hell?
It's like, are you freaking retarded?
Okay.
What are you eating, man?
A Pop-Tart.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna have cancer.
It's not a real Pop-Tart. It's like this homemade Hispanic type Pop-Tart. It's interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's even worse. It's gonna give you the runs.
Oh no. Sancocho. Anyway.
Well, like, did you, like, you like comics, right?
Yeah.
You like nerd crap.
I do.
Okay. Have you ever read DC Comics? Any
like
runs? Old school, yeah.
The only run I can like remember on the top of my head right now is Blackest Night, because that one, because I fell off with comics for a while.
Yeah.
And that kind of got me back into it. And then I picked up other things like Green Lantern Rebirth and stuff from there.
All right.
Like I kind of went backwards, you know what I mean?
Why? Why'd you do that?
Oh, because like when I lost interest, I missed out on some stuff along the way. So like I didn't know about Green Lantern Rebirth. I read Blackest Night first, then I went back and read everything leading up to the events. Yeah.
And guess who's in the chat? Sheldon Norcross is in the chat with the $4.99. My man, dude. Thank you, Sheldon. Sheldon, I hope you're doing awesome. I heard you were doing well. You were on the you were doing a live stream. I was worried about you because I didn't know like you were sick until I saw. I think it was on Instagram. He posted.
I think so.
Did you see him?
Made a video.
Dude, people send me like a million videos. I can't keep up, man.
Yeah, I think he was also like doing a live stream. But yeah, I'm glad he's doing all right.
But yeah, like, hey, Sheldon, thanks for being here, man. We're just shooting the crap right now for like an hour and 10. We were talking about bricks and minifigs. And I was like, well, that's all I got for the peeps.
Well, I
Hey,
was
man.
gonna say I came in for the DC thing. I think, like I guess I missed that part.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't get a notification for your stuff. I just happened to open YouTube and I saw you on the
So a
feed.
lot of people been telling me that they've messaged like I don't get notifications for your live streams,
Yeah, it was crazy.
man.
Like I
And
didn't get I have the bell on for you and everything.
oh, you have the bell on, freak.
You're
What is
a
that
fucking
supposed to
idiot.
mean, fool?
That way I get all your. You're a fucking idiot.
Hey, I'm just
Super
saying.
Super freak. It's super freak. But
Let me
anyways,
see. Let me see if I can
Yeah,
get
go
a
ahead.
better background for us. Here we go. There we go. Superman. I was
Word.
like, why? Why do I have like all this? Oh, Mama D got notified. Sick.
Good
Yeah,
shit.
I don't have a dope exit for my live streams. But anyways, so okay. Here's the thing. One of the reasons I wanted to talk about this stuff is actually because the bricks and minifigs situation reminded me of it, where like these companies are trying to save themselves, right?
Mhm.
Like freaking Marvel has been screwed for a while. DC just like nobody cares because everybody. James Gunn, the only thing he knows how to do is direct John Cena's dick into his wife.
Oh, what the fuck, bro? I haven't
Yeah.
enjoyed a James Gunn movie in a while. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really. Care
He hasn't
for
made a
Suicide
good
Squad,
movie in a while. The last
right?
good and like no, and I'm serious. Like that's the Peacemaker show. It's like how many times can he watch his wife get pumped by John Cena? It's insane. I've never seen a director like it's kind of like the Game of Thrones thing that we talked about, where like I couldn't get through the first book because like George R. R. Martin was so detailed on the incest stuff that I'm like
I think
I
he's
feel like this.
self-reporting.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like this author's into his sister.
Oh no.
That's what I think. All right, this guy is a lunatic. Who reads this stuff? And then like all my friends read it, and I'm like, you guys are animals.
We enjoyed it too. Come join us, Relic.
Join us.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But like his last and the thing is like he had a decent start. Like he did the Suicide Squad movie, and I pointed out it's not a good movie, but you connect to the characters. He did that right. There's a lot of beautiful scenes in that movie, especially like the fight with around the Peacemaker helmet. It is great watch. You still be entertained. Little too
What-
gory. Like my wife turned it off as like first 2 minutes in. She's like, nope, I'm not watching it.
Better than the other Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, dude, we don't have Jared Leto as the Joker. Anything's better than that. Did you see?
That's a crazy point in time that actually happened, Relic.
Yeah,
we lived
man.
to see that.
Did you ever get to see like this comment section? I guess on Twitter, like which one was the best Joker, and they named all the Jokers but Jared Leto.
Bro.
And then Jared Leto commented, and he was like, I was the Joker too, right? But F me, I guess. And then somebody wrote on the bottom, yeah, Jared Leto, F you. It was awesome.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Like I was gonna say, oh man. Now I lost my train of thought. Now that's all I'm thinking about is Jared Leto's fucking joke.
Jared Leto's a freaking. Ugh.
Oh, that's wild.
Christopher, I haven't watched the Odyssey yet, but I will get to it when I can. But dude, okay, look. So, and I enjoyed that movie. As crappy as it was, I did enjoy a lot of it. By the way, only DC movie that has an Oscar for I think it was for the practical makeup for the Killer Croc.
Word, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Dude, it's bad, man. So, okay. By the way, I don't have it here. Like, so James Gunn's Superman is kind of based off Grant Morrison's Superman, All-Star Superman, right?
Yeah.
I have that whole comic run. It's not my favorite, but it is well written. Okay?
Right.
I have major problems with it. But even in his own damn movie, he does things that don't make any sense, that like he only added elements. Like this is purely a James Gunn Superman.
It feels like it.
Yeah, because as much as I don't like Zack Snyder's vision for Superman, like you could still identify that Superman as Superman. He was just everybody would just say this is depressive Superman. This is sad boy Superman. Right?
Yeah.
But we still felt like he was Superman. This one, we feel like he's just a retard with a cape.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
Superman.
It was like he's all depressed. Like he can't.
Yeah.
He's lost his identity because of he realized his Kryptonian parents weren't all that he thought they were. And it's like, you know that these people raised you guys for like 30 years. You don't have a deeper connection with the Kents? What the freak is going on?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Like, it's insane.
That did happen. I remember. And his worst enemy was the media. Like, fucking
Dude, yeah. Freaking A, man. Oh, it was so stupid. And Kenny Q Visual says the problem with Jared Leto is he was doing the same thing to Harley that James Gunn was doing with Cena and his wife. I think the problem with Jared Leto is it's Jared Leto.
Dude, so why do you think people hate him? You know, like I feel like that never used to be the case, and then something happened along the way, and I can't remember what it was.
I think it's because he's vegan and a douche.
Is that what it is?
Like there was this whole thing about like him being part of some sort of cult, you know, and like I actually used to enjoy his band. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon of like everybody hates his music. Like, no, I understand why people didn't like it, but there was a lot of things I liked about his music. You know, I think like I know that he kind of screwed up a performance at one of his concerts. Like he couldn't, for some reason, couldn't play the guitar that day. Maybe didn't do enough rehearsal. But yeah, it was just kind of like sprouting because I never, like, when he was in films, I didn't really hate him.
Right?
I think it's just his personality. You know, like I thought the movie Morbius was trash, but when I saw the trailer, I thought like, oh, this might be really good. Like, he looks like the dude. But then we got, look like it. But then we got It's Morbin Time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go freaking swallow the double barrel of a shotgun. This is crazy.
I feel like something happened where he let everybody down. It might have been the Joker, where I feel like his career ended, because I feel like his career really ended like from a performance or like just a movie that did really bad.
But he got Oscars after that performance for some other movie, and I can't remember what.
Yeah, I mean, either I barely remember things he's in. Like, okay,
Nacho Ninja. Go ahead.
He was like wasn't he in like a Yakuza movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that great of a movie.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Or I feel like he goes on these weird movies and it just, I don't know.
Like the movie that I remember him the most in, I think it would be, I can't even remember. It's with Nicolas Cage. Plays his brother. Oh. Like they sell weapons.
Right. I think.
Lord of War, I think.
Gotcha. No, I don't think I've ever seen that one. Don't recall it.
Can't cue visuals. It was for his performance in Brokeback Mountain alongside Ammon. Gunn is more than just a disappointment. He's a cuck. He's a loser and an attention-grabbing whore. James Gunn is pathetic. He's pathetic. I think I could take him like with one hand behind my back. I would like to fight him personally. Actually,
yeah. you want to take Gunn in the ring?
It could be in the parking lot. It could be at his house. Just wherever he feels comfortable. Wherever's closest to a hospital, actually.
Oh no,
like
James Gunn.
James Gunn. It's James Gunn, dude. He and you know what's funny? What's bad about the DC is like movies become really bad when they bring a Marvel guy over. Like Superman Returns, they brought over Bryan Singer, right? Director of X-Men. But X-Men 1 and 2, pretty freaking good movies. Pretty entertaining. Nothing too crazy. Like number 2 is one of my favorite films, but then he wrote Superman Returns. So he like left X-Men to write Superman Returns, right? Okay, cool. But then he went back to write, I think, X-Men Days of the Future Past. Did a good job.
Yep.
Right? And did some other X-Men stuff. Okay, Josh Whedon. Did great with Avengers, great with Phase 1, Phase 2. Like, Ultron was dookie. But it was like his... He's a good writer. He knows how to... He has his particular way of jokes that they kind of formulated and became garbage. And then he went on to do Justice League. And now we have James Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy, did a good job, even though I might disagree with some of his takes on how to write Adam Warlock and all that stuff. But it was entertaining. Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the best movies in all of the MCU. And then went to go do the DCU. Kind of had an okay start, and then just flopped everything. Just trash. Yeah.
Flatline.
Oh, as Dream Sigil says, Leto was in a Fight Club. He gets punched in the face.
He did, yes. He was in Fight Club.
He got punched in the face. That's nice.
No, dude, he got fucking whomped. Like, he was missing teeth and everything.
Sick. I haven't seen that movie in forever, man.
Yeah, no. I like that movie.
Yeah. But
I thought it was, I remember everyone was talking about it, and I never knew what it was. It's crazy.
Let me ask you this. Have you kept up with anything with DCU, James Gunn stuff at all?
No.
Let me
I did
explain.
watch Superman. That's about it.
That dude, are you okay?
I made it. What is it? I brought up Justice League to you. I was like, I haven't seen Justice League.
Yeah, you're asking what about dude, it sucks. Like, here's the thing. I would make the argument, and this is gonna sound terrible. A lot of people are gonna hate me for this. I would make the argument Josh Whedon's Justice League was better than Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Ooh, I feel like that's not like, I don't know. I don't know what people agree with more or not.
I would say they agree more with Zack Snyder's Justice League over Josh Whedon's.
I would assume because they asked for it forever. So that's
like
why.
Darkseid was cool, but dude, it was such. Seriously, you hear the throughout the entire 4 hours, man.
That whole universe was fucked in itself as well. Like Batman v Superman.
Well, like you got to remember, like it started off with Man of Steel, and we thought we were gonna get Christian Bale Batman with Man of Steel because Christopher Nolan was the executive producer for Man of Steel.
Yeah.
And so we're like, oh shoot, like we're coming in together, you know?
Yeah.
But then nothing. And Ben Affleck wasn't a bad choice, but they did. I don't know what his obsession with Frank Miller's The Dark Knight. That's a one-off comic that sucks, man. Like it's well written, but it's one-off for a reason. We should never adapt that.
Yeah.
It's Batman losing. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't even think they incorporated it well, to even bother doing it.
No, they didn't.
So I was like, I don't even understand why bother if you're not even going to bother, you know what I mean?
K&Q Visual says, I actually thought the new Superman movie was decent. I would take it over Pattinson any day. And I would have your head checked. I love K&Q Visuals. But, man, here's what I think about James Gunn's Superman. I think it's very flashy, and he wrote it like a TikTok where like he needs your attention. So he needs something happening every 5 minutes because if we had time to think while we watched this movie, we would find out that this is incoherent nonsense that makes no sense to anybody. But for those 2 hours, he just needs you to like turn off your brain and just look at flashy things on screen.
Also kind of didn't like his suit. I feel like they didn't like
his motorcycle suit.
Yeah, that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Like fucking, I was like, with a budget and like a property like Superman, like take it seriously. Like,
dude, yeah, and like, hey, get everybody else out. Why do we have like 6 heroes in the first Superman movie ever? And by the way, animated goodies, thanks for being here. It's always good to see you. I feel like your picture is very familiar, by the way. Every time I see him, like, I swear I know you. Yeah. KQ Fisher's fair point. My man. I actually don't know if you're a girl or a dude, but word. or sounds like Seth Rogen. Is that an insult?
I don't care. How you do it?
Dude, I was pissed when he was
Hold
in
on.
Mario, man. When I
Bro,
heard
he's in
Dunk.
everything. He's
Dude,
in
he's in-
fucking Turtles now.
You didn't know that?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just bitching that he's in Turtles now.
I'll tell you what, the TMNT Mutant Mayhem was actually pretty good.
How
You-
so?
you- Like, have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it. I like the animation choice that they
The
did
animation's
with it.
weird. The humans, I have a problem with the humans.
I think
they
they
all
made
got
them
tumors.
look ugly on purpose. I think they
Yeah.
did that on purpose, right?
I think I liked it because it looked very comic booky.
Yeah. Well, damn, I lost my train of thought. I didn't like how they portrayed April.
Oh, okay, yeah, so this is the story I wanted to tell you. All right, so my friend's coming out of the theater, right?
Oh.
Right? And then there's this group of black dudes, right?
Oh.
And he overhears them talking.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, that movie was good and all, but I got to tell you, that wasn't the April I used to jack off to when I was a kid.
That's funny.
Yeah, like race swaps are always stupid. They make no sense.
Didn't they argue that originally in the comic she was black, or was that just based on how they drew her hair? I don't remember.
Oh yeah, she's black for sure.
Right.
They had to make her hair look like Cheetos, I guess. I don't know why. And said, nope, we're on opposite sides of the USA. Hey, I was on the other side of the USA as well. I have family in Washington and Oregon. I have family in California. I lived in Utah. I don't think I ever lived in Colorado.
New York, New Jersey, all of them.
I did live in Boston. I lived in Boston, Connecticut.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man.
And Florida.
Hell
I have
yeah.
been in Georgia and Alabama just for work, though. Armvet just goes through life. Hearts. Oh, he got hearts. Hearts. Oh, we're cousins. Damn, Superman. But yeah, like TMNT, I enjoyed it for all it's worth. I enjoyed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That and I didn't like how the other mutants, you know what I mean? Like Superfly was just the leader for whatever reason, but whatever. I think it's because he like created them, but like they kind of just turn on him like that.
Well, like I think it was that like they were just following him out of fear a little bit.
Well,
You know?
let me ask you this then. Do you think that movie was better? And there's a reason behind it. Do you think Mutant Mayhem is better than the original live action Ninja Turtle movies from like the 80s, 90s?
I'm thinking, dude, honestly, I have to rewatch, but I think I could say in terms of writing, like a plot, I would say Mutant Mayhem would be better. Now, I think characterization did a really good job in those live action films, especially Shredder, dude. First time I ever wanted to join a gang.
That's funny because I think that was based on the Mirage comics and the show or something like that, but I don't know.
Well, you know, TMNT is based off Daredevil.
Yes, it was like mocking what is it, the Foot Clan?
No, it wasn't mocking. The guy loved it so much that he wanted to just like kind of copy it. Like the ooze, the green like ooze was the same chemical. Like he tried to write it in the universe of Daredevil.
What is it
like
called?
the same
Homage,
chemical
then?
that burned Daredevil's eyes also got into the sewers and created the TMNT. And then there was
it's homage is like that. Is that what it's called?
An homage. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's an homage. Hell yeah. There's more as well, wasn't there? It wasn't just those two. I thought there was other similarities.
No, there's a ton, like the foot and the hand, Master Splinter and
I was gonna say
Stick.
Stick. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Karai's not Elektra, is he?
Who?
Karai? Or she
No.
wasn't there at the time. Yeah, no. They made her later.
There's a ton of similarities. I just forgot all of them.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Knight, PJ, Pat. But yeah, man, like Okay, but well, here's the thing. When you create an homage to something, that's awesome, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And we see lately, ever since I would say probably 2018. 2018, because I know people love Endgame. That movie does suck. Break it down for you. It's a terrible movie. It accomplished great work, got a bunch of actors together. It's a garbage movie. It just is. Okay? But we stopped either giving homage or respecting the comics. At least Hollywood did. And from then on forward, they just did their own thing. It's like Batman, Superman in name only. Iron Man, Captain America in name only. It has nothing to do with the character that we saw from the original movies, and has nothing to do with the character we see in the books and comics and novels and even cartoons.
Bro, they wrecked Secret Wars. Not Secret Wars, Secret Invasion.
Dude, yeah, they made it like a trans allegory.
Dude, I don't. They butchered all of it. Like,
yeah,
what?
dude. Well, you want to know a fun fact? So, phases from the beginning of the MCU all the way to Endgame,
Yeah,
is around 47 to 50 hours of content.
yeah.
Phases 4 and 5, we have more than 100 hours of content,
Sheesh.
and all of it sucks. Even the stuff we like No Way Home, and is like half a good movie. It's like solid 5 out of 10.
Bro,
Okay.
All right. Why do you think it's a good movie?
That doesn't mean it's a good movie. It's like
No.
They,
Yeah, what? But
they did the characterization right of Peter Parker, Toby, Andrew, and the villains.
Yeah, let me
and
rephrase.
Tom Holland.
Let me rephrase. I think I'm asking it wrong. Do you think it was only a good movie because they had the Spider-Man get together?
No.
No. Okay, that's what
I think they finally understood that like Peter Parker needs to be on his own, and he actually suffered loss, and he wasn't like nobody saved him. You know, like he didn't have he wasn't Iron Boy anymore.
Yeah.
You know, he's dealing with loss. He's finally understanding the consequences of his actions. And he, like, Doctor Strange is retarded in that film. It's ridiculous. Like,
and
it's
incompetent.
Terrible.
They made him really
incompetent. Yeah, and like it's like he's breaking his own character the whole time. He's acting nothing like the Doctor Strange we knew before. Right?
They don't know how to write these characters. They don't know how to write strong,
they don't.
Powerful characters.
No, they feel like they have to diminish characters to prop other characers up.
The
and that's not how you write. Yeah.
Look
oh my gosh! Don't get me started, man.
Dude,
Hulk, when we saw She-Hulk and she's complaining like you'll never understand what it's like to be me, I'm like, literally, Bruce Banner put a bullet in his mouth because the entire world was persecuting him, and he couldn't even see his loved ones because also if they got mad enough, he could destroy an entire city.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure he knows. Like that is disgraceful to say. Like, you don't know what I've been through just because you're a chick and you had guys catcalling you. By the way, is completely unbelievable because she's ugly as hell. Like, remember, the only guy that she could get to bang her was Daredevil, a blind man who can't see her. Everybody else wanted to bang She-Hulk. They don't want to bang her.
Oh, shit.
They wrote this, not me, man.
No,
they wrote it.
Do you remember the Ed Norton Hulk movie?
I love that movie.
I was like,
it's not good, but I love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, out of all the Hulk movies, is that the best one or no?
I would say the Avengers movie is the best Hulk movie.
Technically, yeah, that's
like the Incredible Hulk. It's my favorite Hulk movie, because I get to see Hulk being the Hulk.
Isn't it weird that like years later, the Thunderbolts is like the sequel to that?
Why are you making me depressed, man?
Isn't that crazy though?
Yes, it's crazy. It's because they don't have they don't have a plan. They're just like, oh, well, here's the thing. The reason why they couldn't do more Hulk movies is because it flopped. It wasn't successful, right? So the reason why Iron Man, like all this was so risky, was because the plan with Paramount and Universal is that if Marvel had a character or movie that failed, then Universal and Paramount retain the rights.
Right.
So Hulk is one of the only characters that is 100% Universal. Like Disney needs permission to make a Hulk movie from Universal.
Oh, that's funny.
They're able to utilize Hulk, but they can't make an official Hulk movie.
Yeah.
Right? And so, but I love that movie because it incorporates jiu-jitsu, incorporates like true fear of like himself, and I thought like it was a very believable film.
Yeah.
It was a lot more raw but fantastical at the same time.
I bought that movie up too because when what is it? Remember when he was starting to like get around? He's like, I can't get too excited, otherwise like he could like that's fucking crazy.
Not like, even a little excited.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch that shit now. I'm gonna watch that shit now,
dude.
Take me back.
It's the only I started collecting Steelbook, but then the store was stolen from me, and it's the only Steelbook film that I have on Steelbook, and it's sick. Yeah, I wanted to get like a whole collection of Steelbook films.
They're kind of cool. I've seen people kind of deck them out on their wall, and they like switch them out and stuff with like magnets and shit.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I need a bigger house so I could decorate that nerd like, because my wife would not she would not be too happy.
Yeah. No,
I what the freak? Oh my gosh. Delete comment. I accidentally put the link to the stream. How do I delete the comment, dude? Oh my gosh.
I was like, I'm not one of your mods. I'll delete it for you. Unless you want.
That's just for Kick. Ain't nobody on Kick right now. Damn.
That's my address. Fucking posted my fucking.
Yikes, dude.
And,
that's bad.
But yeah, no. Oh man, the new Crow movie. That shit was fucking awful.
The which one? Oh, Crow! Oh my gosh, dude, that was not a movie. That was terrible.
I don't even know why they've even like released it. There's other projects that have gotten shut down. I feel like for less than whatever that was. The whole exposition to how the Crow works. Holy shit! That's basically most of the movie.
It's. I don't know how to explain it. It's like not only did they butcher it, but they made it like completely stupid.
Like they
yeah.
That's the fucking Crow movie when it peed on itself.
No, but why remake something that was like not that long ago, man?
And not only that, but like if you're gonna remake it, I'm like, you differentiated so hard that this shit's not even a good movie. Like it was simplified that these two were in love and she died. You know, it was simplified that he's immortal in like fucking less than like a minute.
And they just made him look like Jared Leto Joker too.
Yeah, literally Jared Leto Joker. They did make him look like fucking Jared.
That's it, dude. That's all it looked like.
He looked like Jared Leto Joker. No, he won't leave. He inspired
he won't leave,
generation.
Man.
Well, who the fuck, dude? Whose life do you think got ruined for designing that Joker, that Jared Leto Joker?
It should be freaking Zack Snyder, dude. he approved it.
Yeah, he liked it.
You know, he's probably the one like, I need him with tattoos. I need him to be wacky.
Zack
I need him
Snyder
to have grills. Yeah, dude. Like, here's the thing, Zack Snyder. He was the proper choice. He did The Watchmen.
Yes.
Right? It was a successful film. It was pretty good. Mm-hmm. Right? He did 300, another comic book movie. Yes, he did Sucker Punch. Let's not talk about that. But like, he was a good choice for DC. You know, like overall, he seemed like the right guy.
Yeah.
And then he crapped the bed. Like the Man of Steel movie, we could somewhat forgive, depending on how he wrote Superman moving forward.
Yeah.
But I always hate when Lois Lane finds out that Superman is Clark before she falls in love with Clark.
Yeah.
Like that's why I really love Smallville storyline.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love what they did there.
I heard that's like one of the best Superman material.
Have you not freaking watched Smallville, fool?
No. But I heard
You
like
dirty
amazing
slut.
things about it.
Hmm?
I heard amazing things about it.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I think John has seen all of that. Actually, I think he references like scenes and stuff to me sometimes.
Like, here's what's great about Smallville is that it was there's a lot of filler episodes that mean like nothing, but it builds on the character. Maybe not the plot, but you get so much of like Clark's connection with his parents and his friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you will get pissed with the Lana storyline. Like it drags all the way to the 6th, 7th season, and you're so done with it, man. It's like, she's just an annoying little slut at this point.
Word.
Yeah, and like and best Lois Lane. Only Lois Lane ever to say to Clark Kent, let alone Clark Kent, say it on screen. That's retarded. Yeah, because he says Clark looks at her and he's like, maybe sometimes we have to lie to protect the ones we love. And she looks at him. She's like, that's retarded, and walks away. And he's just like, okay. And it's like, yeah. And also, hottest Lois Lane.
Word.
Yeah. And the guy that they have, maybe playing Batman, the Reacher dude, he was Aquaman in Smallville.
Oh, shoot. That's okay.
Yeah. And he did a pretty good job.
That's funny.
Yeah. The only sad thing is we'd never get to see Clark don the suit except for the last episode for like 3 minutes, and it's like a CGI suit, but it doesn't look too bad.
Oh shit! You know what that reminds me of? Actually, that they did that in, and it was not a good show.
What?
Gotham.
Oh my gosh! Like the first season was like getting all right.
Yes.
But then they introduced all like the gay stuff, and you're like, why?
And it was so
like, it was
fucking out of nowhere. And they
out
took
of
it
nowhere,
back,
man.
and it was too late. Like, it was for nothing. I don't know why they did it.
For nothing. Like I think until like the 3rd, 4th season, it was doing super well, especially that Joker episode.
Yeah,
it was doing really well. But you're like this, and the Alfred they picked was awesome. The Bruce Wayne was pretty solid kid, and then they that suit though, like paper mache suit, Batman suit.
Yeah. Oh, it was rough.
Dude, it was bad. Like
he looked ridiculous in that.
Yeah, like you couldn't give this kid a steak.
Like for real, he's wearing a fucking oversized Spirit Halloween costume, bro. It's fucked up.
It's like, what the freak is this? Who did this to this boy?
This was the only size they had. Like, leave me alone,
dude. Oh my gosh! Like, I forgot
Alfred
that.
made this himself.
Remember, they did that show, and then they did the Pennyworth show.
Oh yeah, I watched that shit too. Both seasons, I think.
I didn't watch it. I was like, what's the point of watching a Pennyworth show?
Dude, so like, this is they imply from last I remember that Alfred possibly could be Batman's dad, I think, or at least that's something that they were referencing.
That's so stupid. I hate when they make everything degenerate. Like, oh, yeah, like Thomas Wayne's wife was a floozy, so we're gonna make the freaking butler his dad. Are you kidding me?
I don't think the show ever went through with it, but I swear it was like alluding to that at some point. I can't remember because it's been forever since I've seen that thing. That was a weird ass show.
Nobody needs to watch it. Nobody needs to watch it.
No, you really don't. You really don't. It's not that impressive.
No.
I always thought it would lead up to something.
Dude, but we got like so many Batman shows that didn't have Batman in it.
Yeah,
you know, like
Pennyworth. Penguin.
Penguin, but Penguin you could kind of forgive. It came from a Batman movie.
Yeah. No, yeah.
You know.
I'm trying to think of what else. What else is there?
I can't remember.
Right. I remember, but I think there was an old CW show, Dark Angel. Was it Dark Angel? I don't fucking remember.
That was supposed to have Batman? What are you talking about?
Not supposed to have Batman, but basically she was the daughter of Catwoman and Batman.
Okay, and here's the other thing. What people don't get, normies think that Batman and Catwoman are supposed to hook up.
Mm-hmm.
They might bone each other, but Batman's going to throw her in prison because she's a two-timing hoe and a criminal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, his only two love interests that are like official is Talia al Ghul before she goes insane, before he finds out she's insane, and then Wonder Woman. And that's the one everybody wants. Wonder Woman and Batman.
Yeah, that's one. Justice League Unlimited.
Justice League Unlimited. Like, and that is one thing I gotta give to Zack Snyder. He insinuated all of that.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne and Wonder Woman. But dude, it just like I don't see why anybody would have hope for freaking the DCEU. Like it has to be rebooted all over again.
I was gonna say, dude, like, how many times do you think this can happen? Because I feel like this is like the third time. It's
the third time. Here's what Marvel's trying to do, right? They know they effed up. Yeah. Kevin Feige says no. What about Birds of Prey, Brian?
Word.
You like Birds of Prey?
Birds of Prey? If I liked it?
Brian likes it. Do you like it?
Brian likes it? I wasn't a fan.
Are you mentally ill? Oh.
Oh, you talking about the show? Or are you talking about that Harley Quinn movie?
Both of them suck.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was not a fan.
Yeah. Sorry, Dream Sigils. I know you liked it. Dream Sigils liked it.
That's
I know
cool.
It's a popcorn movie, but no. Well, okay. So Marvel, back to what I was saying. Marvel kind of realized they screwed up, but Kevin Feige is trying to put a stop to that. It's like, no.
Please come back.
Yeah. But like Doomsday and the Secret War is supposed to be like a reboot of all of the MCU.
Yeah.
I'm talking Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, all of it. Right? So that's one way they could go about it. So we already got somewhat, not really an incursion, but the way they justified Peacemaker was going through a dimension, and he's now in this universe.
Yeah.
Right? Coming from Zack Snyder's universe over. But the way they could do it is make everybody from James Gunn's current universe get killed off in one Justice League movie. No Batman, nothing. Just like the Justice Society. Right? Without Batman.
Yeah.
Kill everybody, kill the universe, realize that there's maybe do a Flashpoint paradox type deal, but kind of in reverse, where he goes and tries to save a universe but fails, and he has to go back to report to his universe, and then we get the real Batman, Superman, all that. But then we have to find a writer that actually gives a damn and isn't a full-blown moron and is going to do their own bullcrap. They're actually going to look at the comics, look at which ones are actually good, and talk to the fans, really care about this stuff. But now everybody just sees it as a cash grab. Even actors are like, this is a good platform for my brand or whatever. They don't actually care anymore about the role that they're taking.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think we've moved on to like Hollywood's care of heroes. Like,
pretty much.
I'm talking actors, writers, all of them.
At least their effort, too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But yeah, man, like, oh man, I could go on forever, but it is late.
It is late.
Oh, James Sigil's coming in clutch with the last gift. Gifted one, the last Relic membership. Man. Aura ain't even a member.
Am I not? Did I just get gifted one? Probably not. I don't know.
No, I would never gift you anything.
Word, I got you.
The Batman was the best. No, you're wrong, over unlucky, but thank you. Thank you for messaging nonsense.
Static Shock was a great show.
Static Shock was the best, dude. I love it. I love it.
They'll
I think
never
you're a
get
gang
him
baby.
right. They'll never they'll never get him right. They'll never get him right.
They
can't
might
write
make him a
in
black
the-
gay dude. That's
Oh,
what
well,
Hollywood
that-
would do.
Oh yeah, that's what Hollywood
James
would do.
Gunn would probably have him and Blue Beetle hook up.
Oh fuck, man.
Yeah, that's James Gunn. But yeah,
Fucking
the Robertson's
Sucio.
the Sucio, dude. The Sucio. It's booty hole Sucio, dude.
Darth Sucio.
Darth Sucio.
Yeah, Darth Sucio. Hell yeah. That's Josh.
King Q hearing that almost made me throw up. The Batman was the best Batman. Yeah, over Michael Keaton, over freaking Christian Bale, over as much as I don't like the movies, but over Ben Affleck, dude. Even Val Kilmer, dude. I would take George Clooney over Robert Pattinson's Batman. At least that film is whimsical.
That film is whimsical. My
It is. It is.
The Batman
Dude,
card.
when are you gonna see Arnold
that movie is
Schwarzenegger
weird.
free? When are you gonna see Arnold Schwarzenegger free somebody?
That movie had
and say-
Richard Bane, bro. Richard
Exactly.
Bane scared me when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah. Dude, scared me, but Poison Ivy got me going.
Yeah, bro. And then she had Bane as her butler. She's
Word.
driving her around. What the fuck was going on with that movie? And then you had the bat nips and shit. Oh, that was so weird.
But look, this was back when Hollywood was on cocaine, right?
It was on cocaine.
So we're gonna have a few misses, all right? But here's what's cool about it. Schumacher, the director, it was Schumacher, right?
It was Schumacher, yeah.
The director apologized immediately. He's like, "Hey, like I had this vision, and I thought I was doing it, and I didn't nail it, and I'm sorry. This is not how I wanted it to turn out." And then everybody was like, "All right, cool." Movies will get less backlash if the directors are humble. Like, "Oh, man, hey guys, my bad.
Well, wasn't that
Dropped the
movie
ball on that one."
specifically made to sell toys? Like literally just to
They wanted a bunch of stuff to sell toys, but it wasn't made to like He-Man was made to sell toys.
the new one or just generally?
Just He-Man in general, the cartoon, all of it.
I got you.
Their whole beginning was just like, how can we make something super cool, and then make a show out of it to sell that cool thing.
I bought
And they
those
created
toys.
He-Man. Dude, they're cool.
Yeah.
They're awesome, man.
I bought those toys. That's all I'm pretty sure. I totally believe it because I bought all that
Okay,
shit. I had the
here,
Batmobile.
we're gonna have to address this. Okay, the Batman hit with the real detective stuff, dark, mysterious, political. You could say that with the Christian Bale Batman, but then again, the Batman didn't do any detective work when Alfred was in question. He just freaking condemned him and was like, "Screw you, man!" Even after you got blown up, didn't give a damn. And then he would watch like a bomb get blown up in his face. Nobody feared him. Not even the police feared him. So best introduction to Batman is the Batman. I'll give you that. It's the best intro. Awesome music, but it's a garbage movie. It's trash. It's like 5 out of 10 at the most. Like just because there was politics involved. Like The Dark Knight had politics. There was mafia. Dark Knight had mafia. There was detective work. Dark Knight had that.
Where is she?
Oh, that was The Dark Knight Rises. Oh no, that was
Where is she?
that. No, that was Dark Knight.
Rachel.
Rachel. Yeah.
Rachel.
Nick, you were listening the whole time. Disgusting animal.
Did you ever see the
a
Batman
stalker.
parodies?
Yes, I have.
Those are pretty funny.
They were funny, but I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna. I can't watch it twice. It's like now it's just like, yeah, like Christian. Apparently Christian Bale was like not super happy with what they did to his voice in the second film, because Christopher Nolan digitally like messed with it, and also in The Dark Knight Rises to make him like more ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like even Tom Hardy was upset about it because like his voice didn't sound exactly like that when he was acting as Bane.
Ooh.
Well, like ever since Dark Knight Rises, like Christopher Nolan has sucked in the audio department, man.
Yeah.
Interstellar, all of it. It's like as soon as the music comes on, you can't hear anybody talking.
Yeah.
like you're not hearing anything, man.
That's crazy.
Like,
crazy
it's
to think
nuts. Yeah. And then he created the Odyssey, or not created, did the Odyssey, and I guess molested the crap out of that thing.
Really?
From what I hear, yeah. I need to watch it to give an official opinion. But just from the trailers, I'm like, this looks like trash.
I can hear you already. Like, I just got back from the Odyssey. This shit sucked. I don't know. I can hear you.
Oh, but I could explain it to it in detail. I was already pissed with Helena Troy. I'm like, look, man, I'm not for the race swaps, but you're gonna tell me this is the the best looking black chick in the entire planet?
Right.
When you're gonna tell me this is the face that launched 1,000 ships, I expect a really good looking woman, and this is one of the times you actually have to objectify women. You're casting a character that is labeled the most beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on. How'd she get that job? How'd she get that job?
Christopher Nolan.
It's the Weinstein situation right here. How'd she get that job?
Oh, man, the Weinstein. It's a throwback.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Say what you want, but back when we had Weinstein and cocaine, we were getting good movies.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm just saying. We were. Terminator.
Yeah.
Alien.
Yeah.
Like, The Rock, James Bond. What else you want, bro?
It's a good time.
Predator.
That was a good movie, too.
Awesome.
You can't say that nowadays. You say Predator now, and it means something totally fucking... Yeah.
Coach loved the Odyssey. Oh, no. He's been corrupted. I've read the book, so I'd be very skeptical on it, like, personally.
What, the Odyssey?
Yeah, on the Odyssey, yeah. The real JB Films. Yo! Wait, aren't you the one that did the films for Recklessben? Am I wrong? In part 3? You let me know. My bad. But still, I like the minifig.
Yeah.
Yeah, like... Huh?
I was like, bum.
Yeah, yes, it's him. All right, we got a celebrity in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. The real JB Films. Yes, sir. That's me. LOL. Ha 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 ha.
You're ridiculous.
What's your problem?
Oh, what were you saying?
What were we talking about? Oh, the Odyssey.
Yeah, I was like, I think you were still saying something. I thought you were at least still going about it.
Oh, no,
you're
like,
just gonna watch it
it's...
and give your opinion, and that's about it.
Yeah. Well, like, I'm going to give my opinion. Like, I hope... every film that I talk crap on before I watch it, I hope it's going to be good. I hope I'm going to be proven wrong. Because I don't want to go to any film that's going to be bad. Who does that? I'm not a psychopath.
Like, on purpose.
Like, I'm okay being wrong because I'm humble enough to eat crow. But guess what? If I'm wrong, I get to be entertained. If I'm right, I'm right. But like, I'm usually never wrong about this stuff because I see the writing on the wall. And like, you can't take creative freedom on everything because it's an adaptation. Like, Christopher Nolan, his problem is he does real stuff. He doesn't do fantasy. So that I already know is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen the trailers, like Matt Damon, like, shooting the arrows just like this. I'm like, you're not the Hulk, dude. Like, where's the freaking archery, man? Like this is not how you... Dude, it's oh my gosh. Like, the armor I'm okay with. I know it's not accurate and all that stuff. I'm okay with cool armor. Shoot, as long as it looks fine, that's fine with me. But then, like, you take iconic lines, like, for instance, in the book, a very memorable line is when they say, when the Cyclops asked who Odysseus was, and he said nobody, and then he sliced the Cyclops' eye, and then when they would ask him who's the one that, like, blinded you, he'd say it was nobody, and it was like a parable, you know, and they took that out. I keep hearing they took that out. So that already bothers me.
That was a really cool part. Like, that was a really cool part.
Yeah, cool part, and actually very important to the plot of, like, how Odysseus was. Like, he's clever. He's humble in a way. He doesn't really show his hand. Okay? Yeah. Like when he doesn't even advertise that he's Odysseus a lot of the time. He waits till people figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, so and then they put that one chick in it. What's her name? Elliot Page.
Yeah, Elliot Page as Achilles, I think.
I think so. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but like one of the greatest warriors to ever live, and it's just like, ugh. I'm pretty sure the wind will carry you like 10 miles. What are you talking about?
Oh
warrior?
no.
Yeah.
You gotta eat your beans. You gotta eat your beans to hold your ground. I don't know if that's even a thing. Don't mind.
What is Justin for Heroin saying? When I hear the audio for Ben's videos, part 1 through 3, Ben seducing with Ammon, I see a sort of South Park kids at a playground visual. What do you think? What? Arguing, not seducing. For the Freudian slip. Hey, that's on you, Justice for Heroin. Heroin bird.
Oh,
but,
shit.
But okay. Dude, I'll leave it at this. There's no hope for the DCEU and no hope for Marvel. Sorry to burst your bubble. It's all going to suck as it's been sucking. Sucking major chode. It's a shame because we have so much source material. But here's the good news. In 2036, Superman will be in the public domain. So all of us can make our own Superman films.
Word.
Because it will be officially 100 years.
We just gotta hold on.
Changing hands with the Paramount merge and stuff, they could add different laws that can allow for it to be extended and whatnot. I heard that's one of the reasons why James Gunn did the suit in so many different styles, with the collar, to the New 52, to the Kingdom Come symbol, to all that stuff, so that like he would have copyright over the suit that he's using.
Right.
That's what I heard, but I don't know if that actually makes sense for anything. But yeah, they could bring Caitlyn Jenner into the MCU since he's a former X-Man. Word. Could play Mystique.
Mystique.
You know that brother could
crazy.
throw. He could throw a javelin a quarter mile.
Word.
Yeah. Like just don't let him pilot the X-plane. A lot of people are gonna die.
Buckle up, buckaroos. Oh no.
You gotta risk it to get the biscuit.
Oh my god, yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for all the celebrities in the chat. Hit the like button, subscribe. And we are out for tonight, everybody. Thanks for everybody who donated. It's been great. Dream Sigils, awesome with the gifted memberships. Thank you, everybody. But yeah, are you actually? I wanted to ask you, Aura, are you have anything planned for your channel and stuff?
Not yet. I'll let you know though. Probably thinking about some stuff coming up.
Dude, you're an awesome content creator. Like I want to see your stuff.
Yeah, man.
Like I just want to hear you talking. It's cool.
Word. Yeah. Sometimes I get too crazy. Don't watch Jones streams.
It's fine. Well, you'll be YouTube's Alex Jones.
Hell yeah, I'll do that too. Fuck yeah, I'll wear a hat.
You could get what's it called? Is it Patreon that we could say our favorite words?
I think so. Yeah, you can do Patreon. Kick as well. Kick, pretty much.
Nah, I've been on Kick.
Oh no,
they don't let you say everything.
Oh wow, really? Never mind.
Maybe I don't know. I didn't get in trouble. I just didn't get anybody in. You know.
Or is it Rumble? One of those two.
Rumble, you can.
Oh, okay, yeah,
there's free speech there. It's cool. It's very cool.
Rumble.
But good night, everybody. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, everyone.
Y'all take care.
Peace out. Take care. Bye-bye.
Adios.